spiral. It is fumbled. The ball's loose, and Blacksburg has it. Blacksburg has recovered the ball. Webb back to pass, long pass, going to be intercepted. And let's see. Yeah, this is Wilburn. Gives the ball to Sims. Lucas out in front trying to block for him. Ryan cuts it up inside. He's going to score. Ryan Sims will get to the end zone. Just a couple of minutes away from the opening kickoff tonight. Temperature right about, 68, 67 degrees, upper 60s. Probably by the end of the game we'll be down in the low 60s. It's actually a really good night for football. And tonight, Blacksburg is wearing their all-blue uniforms, gold numerals. Of course, they always wear the blue helmets, so they look pretty cool out there on homecoming night. Lord Botetourt will be red and black, white and black with the white jerseys, red pants, and red helmets. They're having the coin toss right now, Chris. And that's, while they're doing that, let's go over the keys to the game. You tell me what your keys are, and I'll tell you what mine are.
Well, the biggest key to this football game to me for Blacksburg is you got to get your offense in gear and try to keep your defense off the field. Of course, there's a lot of two-way starters out there, and you understand that, but get a quick start offensively, get some confidence in your kids. We've seen Wilburn the last 2 weeks seem like he's throwed the football a lot sharper and with a whole lot more authority and so forth. So, again, I think, by keeping Lord Botetourt, on their heels and running backwards a little bit, that's my key to the game. The offense has really got to come out and play good.
And to me, I think it's turnovers. I really believe that, turnovers are going to be the key tonight. Blacksburg and Lord Botetourt have both had problems with turnovers, and to me, that's something that may determine the outcome. And also field position on a bad field. If you have somebody deep in their own territory, a turnover could be really huge. So that's the thing I want to look for. And also, whoever gets on the board first, I think, is a huge advantage tonight. Blacksburg will receive the football first, so they'll have that opportunity.
Yeah, but, when you got two football teams that are struggling a little bit, confidence means a whole lot. And the longer a struggling football team is staying in the game or winning a football game, the better they are and the tougher they play.
All right, so we'll see how this game gets underway. We'll keep an eye on the field conditions for you. It doesn't look like we're going to have any more rain tonight, which is a good thing because this field's pretty much had enough of that for a while. Right now, the starters for Blacksburg are getting their introductions. We've already given you the starters. And remember, after this week, Blacksburg has a week off, so they'll have an opportunity to kind of fall back and regroup and evaluate and see if they indeed do need to make any changes. And then they open their district schedule on the road against Hidden Valley the following week.
Yeah, and that's a good place for us to go on the road down at White Bogle. Traditionally speaking, the Blacksburg Bruins football team has always played well. I can remember the days of when Trey Gresh was a quarterback, Hidden Valley, Cave Spring. Those football teams had really good football teams, and we went down there not supposed to win the football game and played really well and beat some really good Roanoke County football schools down there.
I'd like to thank Domino's Pizza for delivering a pepperoni pizza to the booth tonight before the game. They rang the bell and I answered, and you're lucky you had some left by the time you got here.
Well, when I walked by, I saw one in your hand, and I was wondering what the deal was.
Yeah, well, the deal was we should have got two, one for you, one for me. But I'm not complaining. It was very good, and we'd like to thank all of our sponsors: Harvey's, Makadu's, Carilion Clinic, New River Nissan, of course, Domino's Pizza, New River Heating and Air, Duncan Ford Mazda, Collision Plus, and New York Life Insurance Company. So we're just about set to go. Lord Botetourt will kick off. And again, kickers, this is going to be another big part of this game is how well they can set their feet to kick, especially place kicking, and punting. But we noticed they were slipping around too.
Yeah, we were watching them in warm-ups, and every time they went to plant to kick the football, they were slipping and sliding. And again, that plays a big part in it. You want to tell your front line here to be careful if he slips a little bit and kicks the ball. Make sure it's not an onside kick, and make sure it doesn't hit one of your up people.
All right, so kicking off for Botetourt will be, I think it's 13, isn't it? Jay Phillips. Yeah, he's their kicker. He is a senior. He also is listed as a wide receiver, defensive back, and a kicker. So he's a man of a lot of different responsibilities on the field tonight.
He kicks field goals and punts for him, too. I believe he does all three from what we've seen.
And as always, Ryan Sims, Blacksburg starting tailback, is in the middle. He's going to hope to get the ball, and he will. It's a line drive kick. Boy, he's got a lot of time to set his blocks and look where he wants to go, and he's got a good return going. He's up across the 35, 38-yard line. Good return by Ryan Sims. No hang time on that kick, Chris.
No, that ball got down there in a hurry, but it went all the way to the 5.
Yes,
so
it did.
Give the kicker credit on a field like this tonight. He did a nice job, but good strong leg right there kicking the football down the field.
And again, that may be indicative of the fact that when he planted his foot, he kind of slid into the ball instead of getting his leg through. Right. Just kind of hit a line drive.
Yeah, because he's not little. He's a big guy himself.
Right. All right, so just underway here tonight. First down for Blacksburg. They actually marked it at the 37-yard line. And again, it's Ryan Sims and Joe Lucas behind the quarterback, Steven Wilburn. He's calling signals on first down. Handoff goes to Ryan Sims. He's got Lucas blocking for him. He turns it to the outside, now cuts it up in. He didn't get very far, maybe a yard or two. So it depends on where they spot it. Lord Botetourt closing fast on defense.
Yeah, right there was a good indication. Blacksburg comes out in a too-tight eye and just tries to power the football up inside. No place to go, so Ryan cuts it outside. But with the sloppy field conditions, he couldn't really plant and make a cut back to the inside like we've seen him do in the first 4 football games of this season.
Got 2 yards, 2nd and 8. Ball's just short of the 40-yard line. Blacksburg on their end of the field. They received the kickoff to start the game, and they're hoping to get down and get in scoring range here and get on top early in this football game. Handoff goes inside to Lucas, the fullback. He's not going to get very far. Got about to the 40-yard line, and that's it. So 2 running plays and a net of about 4 yards for Blacksburg. So it's going to be 3rd down and 6 for the Bruins.
Yeah, watching there again, too tight in eye, and the Lord Botetourt's in the 5-3 defense where they got 8 men in the box and jamming it up inside their defensive line. Just really no place for Joe to go.
Substitution for Lord Botetourt. And let's talk about their defense. They got 4, basically it's a 4-4 kind of defense. And then they got the deep safety in 2 corners, and they can walk those guys up at any time.
Yeah, right now in a passing situation, they've jumped into a 4-3 with only 4 down line.
Well, they've got an extra defensive back in, you're right. This Wilburn going to throw it up. That's that fade route for Grant. He's trying to run underneath it. He was blocked. They could have called pass interference, but I guess they probably ruled that was not catchable. It was way over Luke Grant's right shoulder. And he's the guy, though. He's the fastest guy on the team, and they like to run that little fade route.
Yeah, we've seen that a lot against Patrick Henry last week. Is about one of the few things that we did have some success in, but we was able to complete a couple for some good yardage down the field.
So it's going to be 4th down. We have an equipment problem. One of the Lord Botetourt players has to run off. I believe he has his shoe in his hand. And Brett Alderson is in to kick. He was our player of the game last week, and he's done an excellent job after that first week when he really had some problems. He had 1 punt blocked, another one partially blocked. Not his fault. Snap problems, but he's been doing good ever since.
Yeah, absolutely. Left-footed kicker, too, and that puts a different rotation on the football. So sometimes it can cause a problem for the guy catching it.
So Lord Botetourt's going to get a chance here at the football if he gets it away, and he does. Good kick. Spiral. It is fumbled. The ball's loose, and Blacksburg has it. Blacksburg has recovered the ball.
Just like I just said, that ball, he kicks the ball from left foot.
Yep.
It's got a different rotation on it. It curves a different way, and it dropped right down, hit the Botetourt player right in the hand, short, and he fumbles.
34-yard line is where they're going to mark the football. First down for Blacksburg, and so the offense gets right back on the field, and this is what we're talking about, turnover early, Chris.
Yep, one of your keys to the game. First turnover goes Blacksburg way. Let's see if they can take advantage now.
So we've got wide receiver Luke Grant. He's actually in the slot, and then we've got Corey King wide to the right, I formation. Wilburn calling signals. Turns around, gives it to Sims, and he fumbles. I'm not sure if that was a handoff or a pitch, but it just never got to Sims.
The play didn't look right for some reason. The tailback looked like wanted to run a sweep, and the quarterback turned like it was a handoff and realized he wasn't going to be able to get the ball, so he kind of flips it to Sims, and just not a good-looking play at all.
So now we're going to have Steinspring come in the game at wide receiver, Daniel Steinspring, and you're right, that's Coach Steinspring's son, and the Hokies will be on the road playing Marshall, the Thundering Herd, over in Huntington, West Virginia tomorrow. A tough assignment for the Hokies. They've never won there. And here's a handoff inside to Sims. He gets pretty good yardage down inside the 33-yard line. It's going to be 3rd down and about 6 for Blacksburg, and again, they need to get a little bit closer, I think, for Carson Wise, don't you, Chris?
Yeah, on a night like tonight with these kind of field conditions, you would be looking at what, about a 51-yard field goal? That's a little bit too far.
I think, yeah, that's a little bit past his range. Now he's down here warming up in front of us, hoping to get a chance. Blacksburg, on the other hand, is hoping they don't have to bring him in just yet. They'd love to pick up a first down right here. Well, they're going to mark it. That's 3rd and 9. My fault. They lost that yardage on the fumble, so it's 3rd and 9 from the 34-yard line. Wilburn back to pass. Oh, he's got King wide open, and that's a completed pass and a first down, and King is knocked out of bounds by number 2 Taylor Landis, the defensive back there. But so that's the first completion for Steven Wilburn. It was a good pass, right? Hit him right between the numbers.
Yep, the last 2 weeks we've seen him improve throwing the football and throwing with a little velocity. That time Corey King just runs a quick out. Wilburn throws the ball before he makes his cut, hits him right in the numbers. Great play, good job picking up the first down for your offense.
First down at the 21-yard line for the Blacksburg Bruins. And Wilbert has his team up, I formation. Ryan Sims is in the tail of the I. Wilburn back to pass, same play. Oh, that time Steinspring turned around later. The pass got there too soon because the timing was off. Exact same play.
Exact same play, yep. But, you know, if it isn't broke, don't fix it, so to speak. Yep. And the corners for Botetourt are playing about 9 or 10 yards off. So, again, they're just running the corner off, coming back to the football, trying to catch it. Good play call by the coaching staff.
One play they've been working on this week is a little drag route for the tight end Parker Robertson. So this would be a good opportunity on 2nd and 10 to maybe get him in the offense. He's mainly a defensive player so far this year, but he has the ability to catch some passes. So let's see if they try to hit him. Handoff goes to Ryan Sims, and again, that still was not smooth. It looked like he turned the wrong way.
Again, the quarterback-tailback mesh is not there. The quarterback opens, one way, and the tailback's coming the other, and he has to spin all the way around. It delays the timing of the play, and it just completely throws the play off kilter.
Loss of a yard on the play. It's 3rd down and 11. Good news is Carson Wise now well within his range as the ball is down at the 22-yard line. Got to get to the 11 for a first down. Just underway, 8 minutes and 4 seconds. Clock running, first quarter, no score. Blacksburg on a fumbled punt has the ball for the second time tonight. The Cavaliers have yet to run an offensive play. Is Wilburn back to pass? There it is to Parker Robertson. Right down the middle, first down, inside the 10, 1st and goal.
Yep, anytime you're going against a 4-3 defense, and that's what Lord Botetourt's doing, is running in a nickel back or adding a second safety to the field. You try to hit the open spots. In the middle of the field is an open spot against a 4-3. You try to get in between the two safeties, either with a tight end or running a receiver down the field. So great pre-planning by Coach Chris right there. Good play call on 3rd and 11.
That's a huge pickup, Chris, because now, I really believe it's a huge advantage to get in the end zone first here tonight. And they're now just 10 yards away from doing that. 1st and goal, just inside the 10-yard line. We'll call it the 9. Grant is in motion across the backfield. I formation. Sims in the tail of the I. They do get him a pitch. He got rid of the first guy in the backfield. They had good penetration, the Cavaliers did, but Sims managed to at least get back to the line of scrimmage. We'll call it 2nd and goal from the 9.
Once again, just tough, hard-nosed running inside right there. Lord Botetourt in a 5-3, got 8 men in the box out of a 2-tight set out of the Blacksburg Bruin offense. And again, jamming it up inside, really tough to run in there.
Corey King's going to be flanked out to the left side. Luke Grant, the speed receiver, to the right side. He's got the big side of the field. Ball's on the left hash mark. 2nd down and goal. Wilburn back to pass. Oh, he's got Grant in the corner of the end zone. Too far. Just a little bit too far. It was a good attempt to hit him right there in the corner, but the ball was overthrown. It'll be 3rd and goal.
Lord Botetourt brought the house that time, stunted 2 linebackers inside, got Wilburn on the run. He actually made a nice pass, though, faded it towards the back pylon in the end zone where only Luke Grant could catch the ball just off his fingertips.
But keep in mind, Luke Grant's only 5'9".
Absolutely.
A 6-foot receiver might have been able to go up and get that.
Yeah, he was close.
Yeah. And then you got Steinspring, who is only 5'7". So even though Blacksburg has some speed at wide receiver, they don't have a lot of size. So another big 3rd down and long for Blacksburg. 3rd and goal from the 11-yard line. Wilburn back to pass. Over the middle he goes. Oh, he's hit. He wanted to hit, was it Steinspring on a post route? It was Steinspring, but he never got the ball away. Lost about 4 yards.
Yeah, that time the nose guard just bowled right over Nick Saylor, 6'1", 239-pound senior for Lord Botetourt. Just ran right over the center and was in the lap of Wilburn on a 3-step drop. Was looking to throw the fade, but not even time to do that.
So Carson Wise will get an opportunity. This will be 33-yard attempt, it looks like. Or is that at the 12? Is that 22-yard line?
Yeah, about 32, 33.
We'll call it a 33-yard field goal attempt. Carson Wise, and it'll be Luke Grant holding for him. Just a little bit left of center. He should, no problem, should be able to hit this. Let's see what he does. Again, the field is an issue tonight. Kick is up. It's long enough. Is it good? Yes, it is. Carson Wise gets Blacksburg on the board first. Timeout on the field. 6:02 left to go in the first quarter. Our score, Blacksburg 3, Lord Botetourt nothing. Dude!
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 Dude! Pick it up!
Pick it up!
Pick it up!
Pick it up!
Pick it up, Blacksburg.
We're back live at Bill Brown Stadium, and the Blacksburg Bruins are on the board with 6 minutes left to go in the first quarter. Carson Wise with the field goal, and now he'll be executing a kickoff, and hopefully he'll be able to get his leg into it and get it down the field. Chris, can you see who's deep for them?
21 maybe.
That's Josh Dalton.
And then 28.
And it's going to be 28 who falls down after he caught it. Actually ran into his own man short of the 20-yard line. That was actually 10, and that's Will Klein. So again, if you're just joining us, Will Klein coming into the game was a starting quarterback, but not anymore. They're going to use him at wide receiver and flanker, and they're going to start number 7, a sophomore, Nick Webb, who is 6'2", 154 pounds, and this is his first start tonight, so we'll see how that works out for him, Chris.
Yep, and you know, the butterflies are going to be turning here early for him, so we'll see if Coach Sheeler puts some pressure on him right off the bat, tries to get another turnover here for their offense.
So once again, Nick Webb has Thomas Kennedy, the fullback, and Chris Thompson, the tailback, behind him. And it's going to be Thompson, the tailback, running left, and he's hitting the backfield. He got away, across the line of scrimmage, still going. They finally get him down. They got about 4 or 5 yards. They had a shot at him behind the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, Joel Hunter come up from his defensive end position right there. Had him for about an 8-9 yard loss, and just, you know, he broke a tackle and wound up making a positive play for Botetourt.
Got 5 yards. It'll be 2nd and 5. Once again, they got big backs. Their fullback is 230 pounds. Their tailback is 186. It was the tailback Thompson who made that play. Number 19 coming out wide to the right. That's Jonathan DeHart. They're going to hand off again. Now they do have him in the backfield. Good job by the Blacksburg defense. Nowhere to go. In fact, he may have lost some yards.
Yeah, good job up there. About 4 or 5 guys got a hold of him that time, and he's not going to break that down here on the end of the field. You know, the old blue and gold B up on the bank looks good, too. Botetourt's driving from the concession side of this football field down towards the field house, if you've ever been here to Bill Brown Stadium. And everything looks good here on homecoming tonight, a big student body crowd.
They actually lost 4 yards on the play. That was the same guy running the ball. The difference was, Chris, he went left the first time. This time he tried to run right, and he didn't get anywhere.
Yeah, absolutely.
And that's Parker Robertson's side, by the way.
It's a spread now.
Now they got a wide open. They got 4 wide receivers, shotgun formation. And now we've got whistle, and we may have an offside on Blacksburg. And this is just exactly what I was talking about before the game. You've got them in 3rd and 9, and I'm pretty sure they just got the Bruins for jumping offside.
Yeah, Eli Kessner trying to get a quick start there from the nose guard position.
No, it's going to be on
Botetourt, which is good. But
I just thought it was Blacksburg, really.
Yeah. 3rd and 9, you tell those linemen to bend their ears back and go after the quarterback. And again, a sophomore quarterback starting his first game, they really want to put pressure on him. So guys just got to, you know, watch the football and be careful.
So far, Chris, mistakes and penalties all on Lord Botetourt, and this is what I think is really going to be important tonight. So Blacksburg's in a good position right now. If they can hold them here, they're going to get great field position.
Right.
So it's 3rd down and 14, and the ball's back at the 10-yard line. And again, it's Nick Webb, the sophomore quarterback, handing off inside, and the running back gets thrown down after a short gain. Let's see who that was. That was number 6, actually, and that is Robert Minnis.
Yeah, big Marcus Alardo right there, middle linebacker, coming up in there and saying, "Hello there, Mr. Minnis. You're not coming this way," and he slams him to the ground to bring up a 4th and 10 now for the Lord
gain of
Botetourt
4 on the
Cavaliers.
play, and you're right. They're in punt formation, and so Luke Grant's going to get his hands on the football right about midfield. Let's see if they get through. They almost did. That's a good kick. Grant does not go for a fair catch. He received it, turns it right upfield, and gets up to the 40-yard line of Lord Botetourt. Great field position for the Bruins.
Yeah, finally we're seeing a football game here where we're starting on the opponent's side of the field. You know, first 3 or 4 games this season, we had a terrible field position for our offense. So good job by that defense to get the football back for us.
And it's kind of fun when you get to play on their end of the field. And right now the Bruins, now the challenge is you got to get it in the end zone. You know, you get tired of kicking field goals after a while. I mean, I'm sure that Carson Wise is okay with that, but really you want to put this team away early if you can.
Yeah, and the touchdowns inside the red zone are critical this time of the year.
So 1st down for Blacksburg at the Lord Botetourt 40-yard line. I formation, Ryan Sims and Joe Lucas behind the quarterback, Wilburn. This time it's Lucas right up the middle. Not a lot of running room, but Joe Lucas keeps those legs moving and fought hard for about 2 yards before they bring him down.
Yeah, there's number 70, Nick Saylor, again from the nose guard position. He's so far having a big first quarter for Lord Botetourt, just causing a lot of problems right now for our offensive line.
Well, in case you're wondering, they got some big guys up front. Saylor's 239. They also have Sweetenberg, who's 5'7" and 291, who's also on that defensive line. So tough going if you're going to run up the middle for Blacksburg.
Absolutely.
2nd down and 8. Spread formation. 4 wide receivers. Bad snap. but Wilburn did get it, and he never did get the ball to Sims. He hurried his throw. Sims was open, but the ball never got to Ryan Sims. It's too bad because he had some running room.
Yeah, good job again catching Botetourt in that 5-3 defense, coming out in the spread and the non-throwing down and getting them kind of out of position, where they're not comfortable with being. And again, the snap was bad. It threw the timing of the play off, and the pass to Sims was just down in the dirt.
So another big third down play for Blacksburg. The last time Wilburn was able, on a 3rd and 9, he was able to hit King on a nice little dig route where he went down and stopped, and the ball was right there. Let's see if they do that again. There's 4 wide receivers, 2 on each side. Wilburn gets a good snap this time, looking downfield. Now he's rolling out. Now he's throwing over the middle. He overthrew Steinspring and Luke Grant, and it was almost intercepted. Actually overthrew everybody. He doesn't, when he's running, sometimes he doesn't get his feet set, Coach.
Yeah, he threw that one on the run too, and I think he's a whole lot more comfortable in the pocket than being pressured out and trying to throw on the run. He just kind of airmailed that one over both receivers' heads, so brings a punting situation up now for the Bruins.
Once again, Brett Alderson is on. He'll be kicking from right about his 50-yard line. Twin safeties for Lord Botetourt back there. Alderson's going to try to hang it up in the air, and he does. And let's see how well they handle this punt. They didn't do so good last time.
Oh,
well, I hope that wasn't a fair catch. It was not, and he got buried. Wow. As soon as he caught it, there was 2 blue jerseys all over him.
Yeah, that's Connor Bronson from Lord Botetourt. He's getting up asking his teammates, did anybody get the license plate on that truck that just ran over me? Holy cow.
He might want to rethink that the next time. He's got to remember that punt's hanging in the air a really long time, and he got powdered right there.
And give Alderson all the credit in the world. He punted that thing. The lights here are kind of non-glare type lights. It went up out of the lights and came back in. That's how high he kicked the football.
So once again, Lord Botetourt backed up. They're on their 11-yard line, 1st down. Handoff goes to the tailback. He goes nowhere. For Blacksburg, number 77 was there, or 67. Let's see, who was that? Not sure who made the tackle. But it was
Yes, 77.
Okay, I don't have him on my roster.
Right.
Okay, but it is Minnis.
Yeah.
So it's going to be 2nd down and 11. He lost a yard on the play. Once again, for Lord Botetourt, they've got some big running backs. They haven't had a lot of room so far tonight. Chris Thompson's the tailback. Thomas Kennedy, the fullback. Thompson's about 190 pounds, and Kennedy's 230. So they're big guys, but they're not getting many holes to run through. 2nd down and 11. Quick pass out here on the wing. It is completed. Good block. And the Cavaliers get their first down. Luke Grant puts a shoulder pad on him out near the 34-yard line, and that is going to be a good pass and run play for Lord Botetourt and a 1st down.
Right there we got the first look at the sophomore quarterback's arm. It looks like he got pretty decent arm strength. He threw that one out there pretty quick. They were in a 2-receiver set, and they threw the bubble screen. Got outside, turned the corner, got a good block by his wide receiver. Good-looking play for Botetourt.
But see, this is the advantage of making them start on their 10-yard line. Even though they got a 1st down, they're still only on their 30. So they got a long way to go.
Yeah, absolutely.
You make them do the long field and hope they make a mistake before they get down there. Here's the handoff inside. That's the fullback, Thomas Kennedy. And he didn't get very far, maybe 2 yards.
And you're talking about Botetourt's back being big. Their line, they're not much smaller. What are they going? 200, 225, 243, 211, 219, 218.
Yeah.
Wow.
I know.
Eli Kessner.
So Kessner made the stop for Blacksburg. It's going to be 2nd down and 8. 2 wide receivers this time for Lord Botetourt out to the right side. The quarterback is sophomore Nick Webb. The tailback is not going to get the ball. Webb is rolling out. He's going to throw. He completes his pass to number 89. That's Devin Snodgrass, the wide receiver for Lord Botetourt, and he's close to another 1st down. Let's see if they give it to him. It's right at the 40-yard line. It's going to be 3rd down and about a yard, actually. Actually, no. They gave him the 1st down.
Yeah,
referee came up and looked at it. Yep, touching the 40. So they get 2 consecutive 1st downs on pass plays, Coach. Looks like they found something in Blacksburg's defense.
Yeah, once again, running sprint draw action right there for the young quarterback, getting him out on the corner, throws the ball on the run, very good, hit his target, good play again for Botetourt.
Number 6, the tailback with the ball. He's trying to go around the left side, and he does. That is number 6, Robert Minnis.
Good job by number 17, Corey King, coming up from his corner position to fill the run lane right there. We talked about that early in the tackling chart so far in the first 4 football games of Blacksburg. Defensively, when they run sweep and so forth, they've got to come up and fill those run lanes, and that's what Corey did.
Second down and 6. Minnis this time hit at the line of scrimmage, maybe a yard gain. Alardo was there.
Eli Kessner also from what's he playing, nose guard tonight?
Yeah.
Yeah, good job by Kessner being in there to stop the running back.
So Minnis is now the tailback instead of Chris Thompson. And we're trying to pick up the fullback. It's not Kennedy. That's going to be the last play of the first quarter. So we're going to go to the second quarter. We've completed one here at Bill Brown Stadium. Timeout on the field. Our score, Blacksburg 3, Lord Botetourt nothing.
The world is a stage, and that includes the sidewalks of Blacksburg. The town of Blacksburg would like to invite those who would like to showcase their talents to come out and perform on the sidewalk stage. The sidewalk stage is a program that allows individuals or groups to perform in designated downtown areas Monday through Sunday, 10 a.m. to 10 p.m. For more details or to apply for a sidewalk stage permit, visit www.blacksburg.gov/sidewalkstage. There you can download the application and find out what you need to do to get started. Or you can call the Community Relations Office at 540-961-1199. So what are you waiting for? Get out and get recognized through Blacksburg's Sidewalk Stage.
Bill McJane, Chris Lucas back live at Bill Brown Stadium. So we have our first quarter stats thanks to Joe Mayfed. Go ahead, Coach.
Yeah, absolutely. Not much offense in that first quarter, but a lot of good defense. The Bruins wound up with 3 points, leading 3-0 at the end of the first. Both teams had 2 first downs in the first quarter. Botetourt had 9 plays for 38 yards. Blacksburg, though, had 15 plays, just 24 yards, but kept possession of the football.
Well, that's the thing, and they had great field position and kept Botetourt pinned down. This is the best field position for Botetourt all night long. First or second down at their 45-yard line. Pass over the middle is complete to number 33, Thomas Kennedy. And so that's going to be another first down for the Cavaliers. That's down to the Blacksburg 44-yard line.
Well, right off the bat, we can kind of see what Tater Benson's offensive game plan is going to be for this young quarterback. They're going to dink and dump it all night long. Looks like making those short passes, getting him some confidence in his first start of the football game.
So just underway, second quarter. Blacksburg leading 3-0. But now, for the first time tonight, Lord Botetourt is on a drive. This drive started at their own 10-yard line. They're now down to the Blacksburg 44-yard line. First down. I formation. Pretty standard stuff here, and they give it to Minnis, the tailback. Alardo, first guy in. Boy, he's playing a good game defensively for the Bruins. Only about a yard gain for Minnis.
Well, you know, so far up to this point, too, the run game for Botetourt's been basically non-existent. Every time that they've gained yardage, it's been through the air.
Minnis is 5'10", 176, by the way, and he's a junior, and he also plays linebacker on defense. If you look at the rosters, both Blacksburg and Lord Botetourt, not a lot of football players on their roster, so most guys go both ways.
Yeah, a lot of guys out there playing the whole football game.
Here we go. That's a pass play from Webb. It's incomplete. First time tonight he's misfired on a pass, and that was just he's leading his receiver a little bit too much, so it's going to be 3rd down and 10, and that stops the clock with 8:53 left to go in the first half. And remember, coming up at halftime, we'll hear from Coach Beamer, as the Hokies are on the road this weekend over in Huntington, West Virginia, a place they have never won. They have played there twice, the last time 1940, and they've lost both times. Marshall has been to Blacksburg, and they've never won in Blacksburg, so it's one of those home-and-home kind of deals, and Hokies are hoping to get that trend turned around tomorrow.
Yep.
So here we go. They're going to go spread offense here on 3rd and long. Only one guy in the backfield with the quarterback, Webb. Flag is down. There's going to be motion, I believe, illegal shift or something. Webb turns the corner, and he's run out of bounds. Alardo actually tackles him right at the 40-yard line, and now let's see what the penalty is. I think it's going to be illegal motion on Lord Botetourt.
Yeah, they had 2 or 3 guys that looked like was going pretty early. Hey, just got an update from Jamie in the station. Pulaski County has scored now to go up 7-0 on Magna Vista with 11:01 left to go in the second quarter.
For those wondering, it is false start on Lord Botetourt. Christiansburg is off tonight, setting up a huge matchup next week in Christiansburg against Franklin County.
Yeah, big point game for Christiansburg, looking to be that #1 seed. They I think, just got moved up to the #1 ranked Group 2A football team in the AP this week.
I did not see that. Wow. They got a lot of players over there, that's for sure. Coach Kremer's done a wonderful job. That penalty, by the way, is declined, which you would expect because it brings up 4th down, and Blacksburg should get the ball back. Luke Grant is deep to receive the punt, and it'll be number 42 into punt. That's Caleb Quinn for the Cavaliers. For the first time tonight, Blacksburg might be backed up on offense.
Yeah, Botetourt's kind of changed the field position.
Steinspring and Grant back for the Bruins.
There's the kick. Grant calls for a fair catch, and he does so inside the 10-yard line, which I guess on a night like tonight's okay because the ball's probably not going to roll very far once it hits.
Yeah, probably not, but looked like he had some room to go.
Well, that's the other thing. It looks like he could run. Yeah. So that was the other end of the scale. The Lord Botetourt guy should have called for a fair catch, and he got buried. And then Grant had plenty of running room and put his hand up right away.
First down at the 9-yard line for the Bruins.
They're going to mark it at the 9-yard line. Clock will get started here in a second. There we go. 8:32 left to go. First half. Grant out wide to the right. Corey Hart left side. 2 wide receivers. They still haven't started the clock. And I guess they'll start on the snap. Wilburn, the quarterback. Going to hand off inside to Lucas. He got a little bit of running room, but they push him back. One thing about Joe Lucas, he tries to fall forward, but he's just not big enough. He usually gets thrown back at some point.
Well, and last week he practiced very sparingly with a sore back and come out and ran really hard against Patrick Henry. So he's a tough, hard-nosed fullback in there that's going to give you everything he's got and give him credit. Not a whole lot of room right there, but he still manages to get a productive play for the Bruins offense and picking up 2 yards.
Steinspring is into the game. He's going to go wide left. Luke Grant is on the short side of the field. That's the right side on second down and 8. 2-yard gain for Lucas. Wilburn back to pass. He's looking for Grant on that fade route. Grant is there. He's bumped out of bounds by number 2, and they could have called something there. Taylor Landis kind of pushed him, but again, the ball was overthrown.
Yeah, once again, the ball winds up beyond the coach's box on the sideline, just non-catchable. So they've got to get Wilburn, adjusted a little bit to bring that thing back in the field of play a little bit and give us a chance to catch it.
They've hit that play a couple times this year, and it's usually a big gainer, but so far it hasn't worked tonight, and it didn't work last week at all. Of course, last week was a whole other deal. We had guys who were playing on roller skates last week. They were fast.
We saw a good football team.
Yes, we did. So it's 3rd down and 10. Blacksburg just not getting it going offensively now. They've kind of bogged down a little bit. Had one nice drive early in the first quarter, and they ended up with a field goal after that. There's Ryan Sims turning it outside, and now he turns it upfield, and he's got the first down. Ryan Sims picks up about 10 yards, and that was a big run for the Bruins.
Yeah, absolutely, and a great job by Ryan on a night like tonight, making a cut back across the grain, and good job by him to get that first down.
9:42 left to go in the first half, and the clock is running. And so that will bring the ball out across the 20-yard line to the 21-yard line. Luke Grant wide to the right. Corey King on the left side. Grant and Lucas behind the quarterback, Wilbur. Wilbur has the ball, turns around, gives to Ryan Sims, and why not? Ryan Sims now starting to get going. He's got about 5 yards again, up close to the 30-yard line.
We've watched Ryan Sims grow up a whole lot this football season already in the first 4 or 5 games. You look at him running the football now as compared to the way he ran the football against Styles in the opener, and night and day difference.
Ryan Sims has a unique running style, Coach. He's an upright runner, so because of that, he takes some punishment. He takes some hits, but he's very shifty. He does break tackles, and once he gets in the open, he's pretty fast.
Yeah,
so,
he's got good speed.
I mean, you're right, though. I think you said it earlier. He's getting better every week. There's no question about that. Gain of 6 on the yard, on the carry, 2nd and 4. Sims has it, and he's going to be close to another first down. He's up near the 30-yard line.
Well, I tell you what, the Bruins center, number 55, Ben Rudd, has just got his hands full with Botetourt nose guard Nick Saylor. Those two are having a battle inside. And, oh, by the way, it took Magna Vista a whole 40 seconds to answer Pulaski's touchdowns. Now 7-7. Pulaski and Magna Vista. First down for Blacksburg. Ryan Sims picks up 2 consecutive first downs on the ground.
It'll be a first down, Bruins.
If you're just joining us, it's 3-0 Blacksburg. 8.5 minutes left to go in the first half, and the Bruins have a first down just outside their own 30-yard line. Wilbur now going to give to Ryan Sims again. He needs a block. He got one from Lucas. Good tackle there by number 29 for Lord Botetourt, or 28, Peyton Callinger, actually. Defensive linebacker for the Cavaliers.
Good cut and good read again for Ryan Sims right there, getting up inside. Just got caught by the backside linebacker right there, almost about 1 step away from making it a big. He's picking
up good yardage, 6 yards on that carry. He's getting big chunks right now. So they're continuing to give the ball to Ryan Sims, and why not? 2nd and 4. Blacksburg running out of that standard I formation. Now Lucas is in the wing on the left side. They break the I a little bit. And it looks like they may want to throw the ball here. Now they're going to give it to Ryan Sims. But this time, the Cavaliers have decided to stop Ryan Sims before he gets going. That's the best defense against him. He took one step and he had a white shirt all over him, so no gain on that play. It'll be 3rd down and 5 for Blacksburg.
Maybe we can alter our snap count this time and get one of those penalties like
perfect time.
Done. Yeah, it'd be
well,
a good time to get it
and
right
Wilburn's famous for staying up there under center a long time.
Absolutely.
He has this long, slow, deliberate count, and that let's see how jumpy the Lord Botetourt defensive players are here on 3rd and 5. Long signal count. We're waiting. Yeah, Botetourt stayed put. Sims gets the ball, and he's hitting the backfield. They're not going to get. In fact, they're going to lose 2 yards on that play. So that was probably not the most creative play call in the world on 3rd and 5. But Blacksburg is being very conservative at this point. And if they get a good punt from Alderson, then the Cavaliers will be back probably around their own 35-yard line.
Well, and again, every time Alderson punts, you kind of hold your breath to see what happens. So maybe something big will happen here for the Bruins.
Twin safeties back for them. Can you see who that is?
28 and 25.
Okay, so Peyton Callinger and Connor Brunson. Back. Alderson gets the kick away, and again, a high spiral. Very good kick. Fair catch signal for by number 25. That's Connor Brunson at the 34-yard line. So the Cavaliers go to work at their own 34. That's a good kick.
Connor said you ran over me the last
time. Was he got ran over?
Yeah. He said, I'm going to fair catch this one, baby.
But you're right. When you have a left-footed kicker, the spin is different. The way it comes down is different. It's just not many teams have a left-footed kicker, so it's very unique.
And he kicks it so high. Again, it's like it goes from the light into the shade and then back.
Good kick by Alderson. Puts the Cavaliers back at their own 34-yard line. 6.5 minutes left to go in the first half. And the quarterback is number 7, Nick Webb. He's rolling out. He's going to try to throw the football. Still rolling. Now looking. Has a completed pass. Number 13 catches the ball. That is Jay Phillips over there. And he is going to pick up about 7 or 8 yards on the play. We'll call it a gain of 7, 2nd and 3 from the 41-yard line.
I'll tell you what, I've been impressed by the sophomore.
Yeah,
his
been
poise and his calmness
and
so forth in the pocket. It's been really good up to this point. He's been right on the money.
Well, one good thing about tonight, because of the weather, I'm sure the crowd is not that big, so there's no real crowd noise that's going to bother him. Good following from Lord Botetourt across the way, by the way. So it's 2nd and 3. Here's the handoff up the middle to Minnis. And looks like he may have the first down. That was straight ahead running. Nothing fancy about that.
Hey, a couple more scores to give you. Virginia High is beating Radford 6-0 with 7:30 left to go in the second quarter. And also just got to score Salem 7, Northside nothing, 9:52 left to go in the second quarter. What a game that must be.
I was going to see. That's probably the game of the week. That's a very good matchup there. Blacksburg gets Salem in about 3 weeks. Off next week, Hidden Valley, and then Salem. Salem will be here, by the way. Pitch back goes to Minnis. He's going to try to turn the corner. He does not. Boy, who's on the bottom? Is that Alardo? Yes, it is. Yeah. Marcus Alardo was on the bottom. His helmet came off, but he still made the tackle.
Yep. Joel Hunter, Corey King's coming up on run.
Robertson was there.
Sticking his nose in there. Great job by the Bruin defense there on pursuit to string that play out and battling for loss.
Loss of 2 yards. 2nd and 12. Ball's back to 42-yard line. Clock running, 5:40 left to go first half. 3-0 Blacksburg. Carson Wise with a 33-yard field goal in the first quarter, and that's been it. No one's really come close to the end zone tonight. Webb back to pass, long pass, going to be intercepted. And let's see.
Go.
Yeah, this is.
Yeah, I believe that Devin would have kept
Devin Brotkin had the interception. Nobody around. That was just a miscommunication between the quarterback and the wide receiver, and Brodkin picked it off and ran it all the way back inside the 30. And you're right, Chris. I mean, there's no reason why he shouldn't have scored. He just lost his balance.
Yeah.
He got excited, I think.
If he'd have just kept going down the sideline, I don't think they had anybody over there. He cut it all the way back across the field and stumbled a little bit.
They'll have fun with that, watching the films. He tripped over the 30-yard line. That's basically what happened.
Yeah.
But the good news is Blacksburg got a timeout. I'm not sure who took it, but we'll take a timeout right here. 5:16 left to go in the first half. Timeout on the field. Score Blacksburg 3, Lord Botetourt nothing.
Hi, I'm Tom Pospischal. I've been a volunteer for United Way's agency MedRide for, goodness, I think about 5 or 6 years now. I know in the case of MedRide, for example, there are people that just would not get treatment because they wouldn't have a ride otherwise a lot of times to the doctor, and they'd wait till they had an emergency. I think we all have to be members of the community, and I think it gives you a kind of a warm, fuzzy feeling to be able to think that you're contributing somehow.
Take my hand and start a
We're back live at Bill Brown Stadium. First down, 29-yard line for Blacksburg after the interception by Brodkin. Wilburn's back the pass. Over the middle he goes. Parker Robertson down the middle, down to the 20-yard line, and about 9 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 1 for Blacksburg.
Just a kid that has a lot of guts, you know what?
Yeah, he's playing with a broken hand.
Playing with a broken hand. He's had a broken bone in his foot. He hasn't missed a snap all year long, and now he's catching the football with a cast on his hand.
And he's 6'3", 220, so I'm sure defensive backs aren't real thrilled when they see him come running at him.
Yeah. Magna Vista scored again, 14-7 over Pulaski with 6:13 to go.
4:44 left in the first half in this one. Here's Ryan Sims, gets a pitch, gets a good block on the outside, turns the corner, gets down inside. Actually, they'll mark him right at the 10-yard line. Out of bounds, first down for Blacksburg. Now the question is it first and goal, or can they get a first down? They're going to call it, looks like first and goal, right at the 10-yard line.
Yeah, they've got the yardsticks over there, and let's see, they're not moving them.
Now
so
they're going to keep them down,
yep.
So that means Blacksburg is going to have at least 3 cracks at the goal line here. Carson Wise, we notice on the sideline, has been warming up. That's habit. I mean, he knows stuff happens, and he wants to be ready if it's field goal time. But let's hope they get it in the end zone this time. Wilburn gives the ball to Sims. Lucas out in front trying to block for him. Ryan cuts it up inside. He's going to score. Ryan Sims will get to the end zone. Blacksburg scores their first touchdown tonight with 4:29 left to go. That was a nice job by Ryan Sims, Chris, of just following his blockers.
Absolutely. He just stayed right behind him. He saw a seam back to the inside, cut it back across the green. Had another Botetourt defender right there getting ready to make a tackle, and he put a second move on him and walked it in the end zone. Great job by Ryan Sims.
Carson Wise will attempt an extra point, much to his liking. He likes kicking field goals, but this is pretty much a chip shot for him. And this will put the Bruins up by 10. Oh, they're going to fake it. Luke Grant's going to go for 2, and they got it. It's a 2-point conversion.
Yep.
He hits number 43, Sam Robinson, in the end zone. What a call.
Yep. Coach is pulling out all the tricks tonight.
Why not? It's
important
homecoming,
football
right?
game. Absolutely, homecoming.
Well, you know, and that's sending a great message to his football team. We just had a break. We'll keep it right here. You know, for all the world, that's a surprise because, you know, there's no reason to go for 2. But then again, this is a team that's struggled so much this year. What you're trying to do is get them fired up, put some energy on the sideline, and show them that, you know what, guys, we can do this stuff.
Absolutely.
Give some confidence to them.
Absolutely, and it's fun for the kids to do, too. They're having fun, especially when you're winning a football game. So, you know, great job by the coaching staff getting this football team ready so far here in this first half.
And again, you know, Coach Chris made a good point this week, and he's told me before, this is a group of guys, this football team is a group that's really never won. They've never won anything, hardly ever won many games. They don't have that culture, that winning feeling, so they're not really sure how to win, and they're learning it. And so this is part of it, to learn that you could be successful in plays like that, and now they have, that just instills more confidence.
Yeah, absolutely, and we're trying to instill that too with the younger teams too. The junior varsity football teams won some good football games already this year and has lost a tight one or two against some really good football teams. And again, our 8th grade program, we're 3-1 right now, playing really well, and we want those kids to get the feeling of what it's like to win and so forth, and how you win, and all that's important.
So Carson Wise will kick off, and trying to see who's deep for Lord Botetourt. They've got white shirts tonight, but the red's just not that prominent, and it's really hard to see their numbers.
I think it's our boy 25.
I think you're right.
Steamrolled.
Yeah, that's Connor Bronson in the middle. Okay. So Carson Wise will kick off 10, excuse me, I'm going to have trouble with this, 11-0 Blacksburg with 4:29 left to go in the first half. A score by Ryan Sims, a 10-yard touchdown run, and then a 2-point conversion as Luke Grant hits Sam Robinson in the end zone for 2 points, and it will be Bronson. He's going to have it at the 7-yard line. He's coming right up the gut. Now he's going to turn a little bit to the right. They got him in the middle. He doesn't get back very far. He knocked down at the 26-yard line, and that's where Lord Botetourt will go to work. Another good kick for Carson Wise.
Yeah, he kicked that one deep all the way down to what, about the 6?
Yep, 6
good
or 7
height
yard
on it
line.
too. Unlike what we saw from Botetourt early when he kicked it to the 5, that one had height, and allowed your coverage team time to get down the field.
So see now, when you got 11 on the board, they get another field goal. All of a sudden, they're 2 touchdowns up.
That's right. They'll look at and read it in the box score and 2 touchdowns.
I was never good at math, but I figured that out. 4:19 left to go in the half, and now the Cavaliers are faced with a little bit of a challenge. Here's their sophomore quarterback. A little quick pass out here. The wide receiver missed tackle. They're going to get a first down, and running out of bounds is number 13. That's Jay Phillips. Now we've got a whistle, and a flag is down back at the 34-yard line. I'm not sure what that was. I didn't see it, but there's a flag down.
That would be in the area of a hold or a clip.
It's going against the Cavaliers. It is holding.
Holding, yeah.
Boy, what a tough call for Tater Benson's team, because that was a nice little, just a little bubble screen, basically. A missed tackle to turn into a first down, but that's all going to be wiped out right here.
Yeah, absolutely. That's a big play right there for the Bruins defense. Again, that Botetourt just coming out in a 4-wide set right there, just throwing a quick bubble screen to that inside receiver.
And again, Chris, penalties and turnovers.
Yep.
That's just it. When you're struggling like these two teams have been, those things are very hard to overcome.
Just got an update from Patrick Henry in that big football game where they're playing the defending Group 3A Division 6 state champions Battlefield.
Battlefield, yeah.
Patrick Henry 10, Battlefield 7
wow.
at halftime.
Are they playing? So they're playing at Patrick Henry?
Yes, they are. They're playing in Roanoke.
Well, we know what that's like, don't we?
Oh, yeah. I saw enough of that.
That's a track meet. All right. 4 minutes left to go in the first half. 11-0 Blacksburg. Cavaliers are back after the penalty, 1st and 12. Handoff inside, nowhere to run for Chris Thompson, the tailback. He just barely got back to the line of scrimmage.
Again, good job of that Bruin defensive line in there, stacking everything up inside. 3:41. You still got all 3 of your timeouts left right here.
Yep.
What is it, 2nd and 12?
2nd and 12.
So, the Bruins hold them right here. They may think about using those timeouts, saving a little time, and getting some good field position if they can stop them.
Coach Tater Benson has to make a decision here. Does he want to put the ball up or keep conservative here? You're only down by 11. He's going to throw it. Sophomore quarterback looking deep.
Got him.
He's got him. Completed pass. And he stayed in bounds, actually stepped out of bounds at the Blacksburg 42-yard line. What a great throw by Nick Webb, and it was to 33 out of the backfield. I think it was Thomas Kennedy.
On that reception, knocked out by
No, it was Phillips, Jay Phillips. But anyway, that was a huge play. Took them from their own 30-yard line all the way down to the Blacksburg 42-yard line. First down for the Cavaliers.
Yep. So much for using your timeouts and trying to get the field position.
Yeah, Blacksburg has all of theirs. Cavaliers have used one, so that timeout that we weren't sure, that was theirs a few minutes ago. So now they're in good shape. Plenty of time, 3 minutes to go. And again, they still have 2 timeouts left, so they're trying very desperately to get on the board here before the half ends. They've got 2 wides to the left side in this set, I formation. And again, the quarterback is Nick Webb, the sophomore. He's rolling out. He's looking to throw. That's Will Klein. Oh, it was intercepted and then dropped by Corey King. But the quarterback was number 10, Will Klein, for the first time tonight. He's been the starter, but Webb had been in there. And, of course, remember, Webb threw the interception on the last series, and now Klein almost threw one. And, boy, Corey King has to be kicking himself.
That would have been 6, too.
You're right.
There was he was out in the flat.
At the flat, yeah.
Hit Corey right in the worst place it could have, right in his hands.
He just threw something to the sideline. I believe it was a wristband.
His gloves off.
Oh, his gloves off. Okay.
Took his gloves off.
And that's interesting because when it's wet like this, sometimes gloves aren't so good.
Yep.
They get wet and slippery.
Sure, and sometimes those composite balls that you use or something get extra slippery when they get wet.
2nd down and 10. And again, it's the new quarterback, not new, but Will Klein, new to this game, pitches out, and the big guy is going to be hit and dropped. There's Corey King. I think he got a little frustration out right there.
I think if he comes up and hits like that, he needs to leave those gloves on the sideline.
Chris Thompson.
Wow.
Chris Thompson was stopped in his tracks by Corey King. Now remember, Chris Thompson's 186. Corey King is 147.
Yeah.
But I'm telling you, Corey King had some heat because he was mad at himself on the previous play. He took it out on Thompson that time, or Kennedy.
He laid the wood.
We could hear that all the way up here.
Man, that's like getting shot out with a shotgun.
2nd down and 10 from the 42-yard line. Should be Blacksburg having the football right now, or maybe another score, but King sure made up for it on that play. Klein in the backfield looking to throw. He's rolling right. He's going to throw, and it's going to be incomplete. He's looking down there for number 83.
Pass intended for Devin Snodgrass.
Oh, it was Snodgrass, 89. Yeah. See, again, 3-9. We can't see. It's just too far away down there and just really hard to see the numbers. But it was incomplete. So it's going to be 4th down and 10, and that's going to be it for the Cavaliers drive. They're going to have to kick it away. and number 42. Caleb Quinn is into punt, and Luke Grant is back again standing at his 10-yard line for Blacksburg. And here's where, if you're the Bruins, you do not want to make a mistake.
No.
And if I'm Luke Grant, I'm not even going to touch that ball. It's going to go into the end zone, and it will be a touchback.
And it's into the end zone.
So that's what you want. With 1:41 on the clock, Chris, if you're Blacksburg, all you want to do right now is get to the locker room.
Yeah,
From the
up
20-yard line.
11-0.
Now, you might want to take a shot to Luke Grant, that fade route that they run.
Sure.
If he can't
sure.
get it, nobody can. But
you know, or try to get Ryan Sims on the corner again.
Yeah,
and
right.
if you get a big player, too, you still have three
Still have
timeouts,
three
minute 41, and see what you can do. But the biggest thing is, you know,
don't
two
give
hands
the
on the football.
Here. That's exactly right. You'd love to go to the locker room at least leading 11-0, but I agree with you. With 1:41 on the clock and all your timeouts, you do have some time to run some plays here.
Right.
Ryan Sims, Joe Lucas right behind the quarterback. Steven Wilburn, long signal count. He turns around and gives it to Ryan Sims. Ryan slips as he tries to make his cut and just barely got back to the line of scrimmage. It's very wet down there. If you're just joining us, we had rain all morning. No matter where you were in this part of the country, it was pouring down rain for most of the. And now Lord Botetourt takes a timeout. We'll keep it right here. They're thinking they might get the ball back.
Absolutely.
But anyway, the field's really wet, and Ryan Sims that time just went down. But I think overall, if you kind of take the big picture here, it hasn't been that bad as far as players slipping down.
Yeah, right. And we've seen Ryan make some good cuts tonight, especially like down there on the touchdown run that he had down next to the field house. And again, certain parts of the field out there obviously are a little bit wetter, a little bit slippier than others, and it just depends on how they're draining. So, you know, for the most part, like you said, they've done a good job.
And that was a good timeout, by the way, by Coach Tater Benson, because you know what he's thinking is if he can hold Blacksburg here the next couple of plays, he can stop the clock one more time. He can get some pretty good field position after a punt.
Oh, absolutely. I mean,
then he's so he's still got some options here. But the big thing is for Blacksburg, all they need is one first down, then they can run the clock out.
Right. One good busted play too,
and
get you in decent field position, and then, like I said, you can use yours.
I like that pass over the middle of Parker Robertson. He's been open all night.
Yeah.
They may go back to that.
Of course, Botetourt's got their nickel package in right now in a 4-3 defensive lineman. Linebackers are back about 6 yards off the line of scrimmage.
Well, we're not going to see Parker Robertson on this play because he's not in the game. Oh, yes, he is.
Yep,
I see him.
He's down there.
There's Ryan Sims up the middle. And he gets about 5 yards on that play. Let's see if Tater uses his last time out, and I believe he did. Yep.
It looks like Coach is going to be content with going to the locker room.
Yep.
Hopefully with an 11-0 lead.
So what that means is now the clock is stopped at 1:29, and Blacksburg can start it one more time, and then Tater will maybe get the ball back with about a minute left, basically, and no timeouts left if Blacksburg doesn't get a first down. Isn't that about what you figure?
Yep. Well, it's 1:23 now.
Oh, it's 1:23. Okay.
Clock, so
it'll be inside
it'll be just under a minute. Yep, not much.
And the clock stops on a change of possession, so Tater knows that. And he also knows that he's got two pretty good little quarterbacks. I tell you what, I think Nick Webb has looked a little better than Klein tonight through the air.
Well, and I'm curious to know, and I wish we had an on-field reporter like ESPN does or something. Why did he take Webb out?
And again, I noticed that after that interception, he went with Klein, and he pulled him out, and I'm not sure if maybe Webb got hit or we don't know, but you hate to pull a kid out right after an interception. That's kind of especially a sophomore, that wouldn't be a good thing. But we don't know. All we know is Klein is now the quarterback, and he may get another chance here as the Bruins come to the line. 1:29 left, 3rd down and 5. Sims behind Wilburn. Look for Sims to get it again. I don't look for them to put it up. If he pitch out, he's going to try to run around the right side. If he cuts it up inside, he's going to get a first down, and he does.
Yep.
First down for the Bruins, and that will just about do it here. They'll be able to run the clock out because the Cavaliers are out of timeouts. Ball's at the 35-yard line, and that little pitch play, that toss sweep, has worked very well for Blacksburg. And that's the same play they scored on earlier.
Absolutely. Yep.
Right, Joe Lucas out front blocking, Parker Robertson, and the blocking was excellent on that play.
Yeah, Parker's sealing that defensive end off good, getting his head on the play side.
Now Parker's lined up on the left side at tight end, and again, he's been a big receiver. He's got 2 passes for the Bruins tonight. So now you got to think Blacksburg with 3 timeouts has a chance to get something going here. Ryan Sims this time, though, gets back to the line of scrimmage, and that's about it. He may have gotten a yard.
There's that nose guard again, number 70, Nick Saylor, just having a great game inside for Lord Botetourt.
Second down, and we're going to give him 2 yards, 2nd and 8. Clock running, 40 seconds left. This will be probably the last play of the first half unless they throw a pass and it falls incomplete. Because Lord Botetourt can't stop it, and Blacksburg really at this point is showing no interest in stopping it.
Right.
Steinspring wide to the right. Luke Grant wide to the left. Steinspring is on the wide side of the field. It's pretty much even, though. Ball's in the middle of the field. Look for Sims to get it again, and he does. A little toss sweep. Same play it's worked all night for him. This time it didn't work very much, but the clock is running, and that's the goal. That's going to do it. 10 seconds left to go in the half, and there's not going to be another play in the half tonight. We're going to go to halftime. Blacksburg with the lead, 11-0 over Lord Botetourt. You're listening to Blacksburg High School football on 105.3 The Bear.
Help keep our streets safe. Yield to pedestrians who step into a crosswalk. Every time, everywhere. Communication is the key, and a wave is a great way to communicate for both drivers and pedestrians. Situations are always changing, straight ahead and at every turn, all day long and into the night. So stay alert, stay safe, and remember to yield. It's worth the wait. A message from the Virginia Department of Rail and Public Transportation.
Good evening, Blacksburg High School. I'm Kate Honeycutt.
And I'm Maya Daniel, and we'd like to welcome you to this year's homecoming game and the ESPN Halftime Report, brought to you by your UPHS Student Council.
For more than 4 decades, the Student Council has hosted their annual halftime event, not only to acknowledge our school spirit and football team, but also to pay tribute to the many faithful alumni, faculty, administration, coaches, parents, and grandparents who have supported and assisted our school with pride throughout the year.
To all alumni, we extend a warm welcome and hope you're enjoying the game and its festivities.
One of the major components of the BHS homecoming is the Channel Surfing Parade. Earlier today, a variety of groups and organizations formed our BHS student body, participated in our parade through downtown Blacksburg. After seeing some incredible floats, the judges of the float contest have come up with the following results.
The third place winner and recipient of $25 goes to FFA! Second place winner and recipient of $50 goes to the freshman class. And our first place winner and recipient of $75 goes to the Art Guild.
Honorable mentions include Skills USA and the SCA.
Congratulations to the winners, and thanks to all our awesome clubs that participated in the parade.
Now let's zoom into our 2011 homecoming court, which consists of students from each grade who are elected by their peers to represent the student body.
Representing the freshman class, Jordan Vines and Gus Gage Carroll. Morgan O'Regan and Joey Kirby.
Representing the sophomore class, Hannah Wires and William Ingrid, and Katie Miller and Jacob Brennan.
Representing the junior class, Chris Rakes and Daniel Quinn. Talia Altizer and Alex Wells.
And now for the senior class representatives, as well as your 2011 homecoming King and Queen nominees. Abi Logan Nathan, escorted by Yusha Logan Nathan. Abi enjoys hanging out with friends, eating extreme moose tracks while watching White Collar, and rescuing baby squirrels that had fallen from their nests. Mitchell Davenport, escorted by William and Ann Davenport. Mitchell is not the starting quarterback of the football team. He prefers oatmeal cookies without raisins and has 2 fully functional kidneys. Sarah Sullivan, escorted by Frank Antonia Sullivan. Sarah annoys her family by singing opera in the shower and wants to marry Joseph Gordon-Levitt. And folks, don't let her cardigan-wearing, textbook-carrying appearance fool you. She grew up in the streets of Detroit. Tim Grant, escorted by Colin and Sandy Grant. Tam is also not the captain of the football team. He fights ghosts and isn't afraid of anything. And he wants to be a piano when he grows up. Emma Douglas, escorted by Jeff and Ellen Douglas. Emma is the president of Blacksburg High School Student Council. She owns an unhealthy amount of cardigans and enjoys watching The Real Housewives of New Jersey. Kenny Poole, escorted by John and Kathleen Poole. Kenny enjoys long walks on the beach, as well as romantic candlelit dinners, and he was once born in August, but only once. Anna Marie Kemble Benson, escorted by Mark and Jane Kemble Benson. Anna enjoys making edible sculptures, as well as running through mud and rain, but her favorite activity is smiling. Edwin Liu, escorted by Xiong Ping Fu. Edwin wants to be the very best, like no one ever was. He knows the words to every Taylor Swift song. He beat the Elite Four only using Splash. And he aspires to be Kenny Poole when he grows up. Ladies and gentlemen, your 2011 Homecoming Court.
Before we announce your homecoming king and queen, we would like to give out this year's Most Spirited Award.
And the 2011 Homecoming Most Spirited Award goes to Carlin Darr, escorted by Father Stephen Darr and her mother Marley Kinsey.
And now, can I please have a crown bearer and flower girl, Keegan and Katrin Abia, step forward and prepare to crown your 2011 Homecoming King and Queen.
Congratulations to this year's Homecoming King and Queen, Kenny Poole and Emma Douglas.
You have just heard from the Blacksburg High School Marching Band, directed by Darryl Pierman.
We would now like to give a big thank you to everyone who has made 2011 Homecoming a success. Blacksburg Police Department, Blacksburg Fire Department, Blacksburg Rescue Squad, Mr. Hinky, Walmart, Madi Toro Benejad, Mrs. Price, all convertible drivers, Kroger, Mr. Irving, Mrs. Christ, the BHS custodians, the BHS administration, all members of the BHS Student Council, and the SCA sponsors, Mrs. Ledig and Mrs. Gudo.
That's all for your halftime report. Everyone enjoy the rest of the game and be sure to come to Homecoming Dance tomorrow at 7:30 in the BHS Commons to experience life in black and white. This is Maya Daniel.
And Kate Honeycutt.
Signing off.
My name is Pat Boyle, and I volunteer here at Valley Interfaith Child Care Center. This is a place where families can send their children and be guaranteed a good education for them, a good environment, nurturing environment, and healthy foods, and it's very affordable. families can feel very comfortable leaving their children here. And that's how it benefits our community all around. Why do I volunteer? Well, I feel very passionate about kids, and I feel like we are our brother's keepers. And if I could spend the rest of my retired life helping people, that's what I'm going to do. I have a hard time explaining living united. It's so easy, though. It's just what it is, live united. Everybody works together for the good of the whole. And like anything else, that's the best way to get stuff done.
Together as one, we'll be stronger in every way.
We're getting ready to start the second half, and Blacksburg is hoping to pick up right where they left off in the first half. Lord Botetourt, on the other hand, has to be thinking, you know what, guys, if we, and this has really been the story for them this year. I talked to Tater Benson earlier today, and he said, you know, Bill, we've just, you know, last week 3 turnovers. We're shooting ourselves in the foot. We're killing ourselves. And I said, you know, Blacksburg has had a lot of the same issues, Coach, and that's why you're 1-3. I mean, that's just, but Blacksburg seems to have solved that at least for the first half tonight.
Yep. You know, pretty solid first half. Defense has played, you know, very well. They've been a little bit giving up a few passing yards, but for the most part, again, good job all the way around. Offense taking advantage of a couple of turnovers and putting points on the board as well. Just a total team effort in the first half by the Bruins.
So Lord Botetourt will get the ball first here in the second half. Blacksburg will be kicking off. Carson Wise has the tee in his hand. He'll get the football from the official. They're trotting out on the field. Lord Botetourt still in their huddle. Again, a long, extended halftime homecoming here at Blacksburg High School. And we're just about ready to get underway here in the second half.
Back deep for the Cavaliers should be Connor Brunson.
And once again, deep for Lord Botetourt, number 20. Or 21, excuse me, 25, Connor Brunson. He's always been in the middle, their deep guy. And kicking off will be Carson Wise for Blacksburg, and we're just about set to go. 11-0. The Bruins with a touchdown, a field goal, and a 2-point conversion. They scored every way possible in the first half.
Yeah.
They got it all done.
Safety.
Well, that's right. Didn't get the safety, but we did get 6, 3, and 2, which adds up to 11. Carson Wise, it's a short, high kick. That's actually pretty good down to the 12-yard line. Dropped, picked up, and that ruins the timing of the play, although Minnick still has it and gets up to about the 15-yard line before they knock him down. Excuse me, the 24-yard line. So that's Minnis on the return. He's been the starting tailback most of the way for the Cavaliers in the first half.
Up to the 24-yard line. It'll be first down for the Cavaliers.
I'm curious to see if Botetourt will come out in more of the spread and throwing the football a lot more, since he only had 17 yards rushing in the first half.
It will be interesting, and the other thing is it Klein or is it Webb at quarterback? Looks like Klein. It is Klein, and he's going to throw it right out here to the wing. Little bubble screen, and it's good yardage for Botetourt out here to number 13, Jay Phillips. He's been their leading receiver.
Reception forced out by Devin Brodkin.
Brodkin, the guy who made the interception, came over to make the play for Blacksburg. Devin Brodkin.
That was a big play for Botetourt in the first half, that little bubble screen where they send 2 receivers out. They just take the inside receiver and kind of drop him off in the backfield, swing it out to him, and he picks up a block from the split in, and up the field they come. And
it looks like they're going to try to open up their offense a little bit more, trailing 11-0. They got 8 yards in that play, 2nd and 2. So in the backfield is Chris Thompson and Minnick. Klein throwing long. He's got a man out there. It's too far. Corey King and Luke Grant were both back there running with him, but he was behind the defense, but the ball was overthrown. So Will Klein is the starting quarterback here in the second half. They went with Nick Webb in the first half, and then Klein came in late in the second quarter, and he's still in at quarterback.
Yeah, I'm curious to see now that with Klein in the football game if we'll see a little more option in the second half too. A lot of times when Botetourt goes to the shotgun snap or split backs, they like to run option or speed option out of that.
Well, 2 completely different looks at quarterback. Klein is 5'8". You can't even see him behind center, and Webb was 6'2", so he's a little guy back there, and it's a little bit harder for him to find his receivers. Here goes the tailback, Minnick. He's got a first down up across the 40 to the 42-yard line. Robert Minnis on the carry. Luke Grant made the tackle along with, let's see who else was there for Blacksburg. 18, Devin Brodkin had to come up from his corner position. So The Cavaliers are on a little bit of a drive here. First down at their own 42-yard line. They trail 11-0. 11:25 left to go in the third quarter. Will Klein, the quarterback, 5'8", junior. And he has two running backs behind him. Minnis, is in the tail of the eye. Klein's going to run that little bubble screen. It's completed, but immediately falling down was number 13, Jay Phillips. That time he just lost his footing in the wet field. Lardo was right there, though, to contain him.
Yeah, him and Joel Hunter was flying over there, and he tried to stop and make a cut back, and there we saw a little hint of a wet football field again, and lost his footing and slipped down for no gain.
So they ran the bubble screen on the right side. It worked. They ran to the left side. It went for no gain. And that's the problem with the Cavaliers tonight. There's just been no consistency on offense. It's now 2nd and 10. Daniel Steinspring coming in late. They put an extra defensive back in on 2nd and 10.
Yep.
Klein back to pass. And they got him in the backfield. Big number 43 came through for Blacksburg. Sam Robinson, the linebacker, got him for a loss.
Yep, no chance right there. Coach Sheeler putting that nickel back in, jumping out of that 5-3 into the 3-4, and then bringing the heat. And Klein really had no time to do much of anything at all.
So it's going to be third down and about 13 yards to go. Back at the 39-yard line for the Cavaliers. That was a huge sack. And now it's going to be a long yardage situation for the Lord Botetourt offense here. Klein, the quarterback, with a direct snap. Here comes the rush. They let him come through, and there's a great defensive play. Was that a Lardo?
That's got to be a Lardo. No,
that was Parker Robertson.
64.
No, it's 68. 64. That's Vaught, isn't it?
Yeah, Adam Vaught. Big Adam Vaught reading the screen over there. Defensive linemen are taught when you see the screen, go over and play, and he did a great job.
He lit him up, and they lost more yards. They're going the wrong way. They had a first down at their own 42-yard line, and now it's fourth down. The ball's way back at the 31-yard line. It's fourth and about 20 for the Cavaliers. And they're going to obviously have to punt, and Luke Grant is deep for Blacksburg. Kick is away. Grant's going to have an opportunity to return this. Maybe. No, it goes out of bounds.
Yeah, he kicked it away.
It was a low kick, but he kicked it away from Grant, and it's out of bounds at the 35-yard line. Actually turns out to be a pretty effective kick for the Cavaliers.
Yeah, sure it is. Got a good roll out of it all the way down to the 35?
Yeah, I mean, there was no air time on that. There was a line drive. Grant would have had plenty of time to return it, and he's very fast, so it worked out good for Lord Botetourt that time. So first down for Blacksburg at their own 35. Steinspring is in. Alardo came out. Alardo has been playing a lot of defense, but he was in on the offense that time, but finally he came out, and now we got Luke Grant wide to the left. Two tight ends, I formation, Ryan Sims in the tail of the eye. Look for Ryan Sims to get the ball a lot here in the second half as Blacksburg tries to protect this lead. Sims does get it. Right up the middle he goes. Well, he got to the line of scrimmage in good shape, but boy, they closed on him in a hurry, and he got maybe a yard.
Yeah, it's a lot of bodies in there. Blacksburg in a double tight wing set, and Botetourt's got about 8 or 9 people inside the box. So it's just like a big rugby scrum in there, not much room to run anywhere.
Corey King coming in with play from the bench. Steinspring is out, so it's Grant and King in a wide receiver. Second down and 9. Parker Robertson is your tight end, and again, he's been very effective tonight. He's caught 2 passes over the middle, and each time it was a first down. Grant will be on the high side, the long side of the field, and down here is Corey King, Ryan Sims, and Joe Lucas behind the quarterback. Pitch goes to Ryan Sims. He's trying to get around the corner. He does, but he only got a couple of yards. Right in front of the
flag over there too.
Bench. We do have a flag.
That's probably in the area of holding as well.
I saw the Lord Botetourt coaches jumping around. They probably saw it too. Let's see what the referee. That's holding against Blacksburg. Yeah. So that's the first penalty tonight against Blacksburg. I can't remember another one.
No. I'll look at the stat sheet.
On the Bruins coming up, looks like a holding penalty, 10 yards from the spot.
Yep, first half Botetourt had 2 penalties for 15 yards. Blacksburg had none.
So that takes the ball back to the 25-yard line. Second down and 20 for the Bruins. Parker Robertson comes out. Joe Lucas is out on second and long. They're going to go with wide receivers on this play. They got 3 wides to the left side, and Corey King's all by himself over on the right side. And so Wilburn's in the direct snap situation. He's back behind the quarterback. They're going to run the ball up the middle with Joe Lucas. So they spread the defense and tried to get Lucas free up the middle, but that didn't work. Got maybe 2 yards on the play.
Yeah, a lot of teams come out and they look at that trips open where you got 3 receivers on one side and a split into the other, and they think, wow, you're going to throw the football on that. But ideally what you do is exactly what you said, Bill, trying to spread the defense and gash it with a run inside somewhere or all right off tackle. And good job by Botetourt's defense not buying it.
Number 65, Joe Bailey, the defensive end, came crashing down and stopped Ryan Sims, or excuse me, Joe Lucas, after a very short gain. 3rd and 17 for the Blacksburg team, and they got to be careful here. I'm sure Coach Dave Chris will be very happy to punt it away here if they don't get this play off. And they almost did. Wilburn dropped the snap. Now he's rolling out. Oh, he's got Grant wide open. We got a flag down, and unfortunately, that's in the backfield, which usually means holding.
Yeah.
But it was a completed pass to Grant, and he got all the way down to the 47-yard line of Lord Botetourt. Let's see what the referee called holding way back here, and he called it on Vaught because I saw Vaught give him the old, oh, come on.
Yeah.
He gave us the old hand wave.
Yeah. When the white hat throws the flag back there, it's
bad
going to be
news.
holding.
Yeah. So 2 penalties, 2 holding penalties on Blacksburg, and this is what they were able to stay away from in the first half, and that's too bad because that was a nice job by Wilburn. He picked up a bad snap, he rolled out, bought some time, and then Grant was wide open, and he found him for a first down. It was a great play, but the holding penalty was called on Vaught, and that just destroyed everything.
Yeah, that's going to bring it was what, 3rd and 17 anyway, so now it's going to be 3rd and
let's see,
about 3/8 of a mile.
Yeah, it's another area code when they get done marking the yardage off here. Okay, we'll let you math majors figure this out. The ball's on the 12-yard line. They've got to get to the 45-yard line for a first down. What's that, Coach? 30-some yards? They don't even have it up on the scoreboard.
I don't think the number's good at that.
It's 3rd down and a mile, and Lord Botetourt's in a prevent defense here. Wilburn's looking to throw. He's going to lay it over the middle, and that's not what you want to do, and it could have been intercepted, but it was not. It was intended for Luke Grant, and 2 Cavaliers had a chance at it, and Blacksburg dodged a bullet there.
Absolutely. Now what you want to do is make sure you get this punt out of here and not have anything happen because he's going to be punting out of his own end zone.
As they figured it out, it's 4th and 35 is what the scoreboard says.
Yeah.
Alderson is kicking out of his end zone for the first time tonight, and this is where he needs a really good kick. Either way,
Botetourt's deep guys aren't even beyond the first down mark.
They haven't even gotten out of Blacksburg territory, and it's not a good kick. This is the worst kick of the night, and that's not, well, he gets a good bounce, though. It actually worked out. It bounces all the way up to the 44-yard line of Blacksburg. It looked like it was going to go out of bounds, but it stayed in bounds. Alderson not happy with himself. He pulls his helmet off. And he knows that was his worst kick of the night, but he got away with it.
Yeah, he got his toe up a little bit. Ball kind of went in over in instead of that nice tight spiral like he normally gets. And Botetourt brought some pressure that time. He had about 4 guys in his face when he went to punt. Probably pulled his eyes off it a little bit and just towed it. So
you can always tell when you don't do very well. Nobody talks to you.
That's right. Look,
he's just by himself.
The knee and
no
nobody's even looking at him.
He came off the field. That's pretty classic. You know, if you hit it good, everybody's going to give you a high five. If you mess it up, they're just not even going to look at you. All right, so Cavaliers have a great chance here. First down at the Blacksburg 44-yard line. Handoff goes to Minix, and a great defensive play by big number 77. Who is that again?
He's not on our list.
He's not on our roster.
Adam Payton. That's who it is.
Okay, so he's wearing 77, not 72.
Yep, it's Adam Payton.
So a loss of a yard. It's 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd down and about 11 yards to go.
A different offensive formation that time for Botetourt. They were unbalanced with the wing, and here they are in it again. They only have 2 players on the right-hand side of the center, and everybody else is to the left.
And once again, the tailback is Minix. He's going to get the ball again, and he's up the middle and didn't get very far. Good defense for Blacksburg. Look at that, 3 blue jerseys on him. All the way back.
Look.
And now we're going to get a flag. Oh, come on. You got to be kidding me. I saw the referee looking at them. The whistle was blown. They're going to call personal foul on Blacksburg. There were 3 guys pushing him back. The whistle was blown. And right at the end of the play, one guy just kind of shoved him. It was really not a personal foul. But that's what the referee called, and Dave Chris is out there getting an explanation, and he is not happy about that
Devin,
call.
I mean, it really wasn't even that. Devin Brockton was just trying to strip the football.
That's what it was,
in a pile, and he just pulls on the football, and the kid falls down.
Well, the whistle hadn't been blown, and finally when the whistle was blown, that's just unbelievable. I'll tell you what, that is. You know, I don't normally talk about the officials, but there's no call for that. That was not a personal foul. There was no intent to hurt anybody or do anything that was unsportsmanlike.
Trying to pull the ball out.
And that was huge because now it gives Lord Botetourt a first down at the Blacksburg 29-yard line. 6:35 left to go in the third quarter. Still 11-0 Blacksburg, but that penalty gives the Cavaliers their best chance of the night, best field position of the night. And again, Minnick's the ball carrier, and they get him in the backfield. No gain. Number 32 came roaring up there. Joel Hunter, the linebacker. So the Bruins kind of laid their ears back that time and said, you know what, that's fine. We'll just throw them back again.
Yeah, good job by Joel Hunter. And the Bruin defense has just done a great job against the rush tonight. Botetourt was only 17 first-half rushing yards. Really cannot get anything going at all on the ground.
And again, the quarterback is Will Klein. He did not start the game. It was Nick Webb who threw an interception, and we haven't seen him since. Klein's the quarterback, and he is struggling right now. It's going to be 2nd down and 14. He stumbles as he goes back to throw. Here comes the rush. He's rolling, he's looking, he's really nowhere to throw. He tries to get it down the sideline, but it's broken up by, once again, number 18, Devin Brodkin was there trying for a second interception tonight. It's going to be 3rd down and 18.
Yeah, again, pressure by that Bruin defensive line in there, causing Klein to roll out.
Excuse me, 3rd and 13. The ball's back at the 33-yard line, and they have to get to the 20-yard line for a first down. Clock is stopped after that incomplete pass. 5:40 left, 11-0 Blacksburg. A field goal, a touchdown, and a 2-point conversion for the Bruins, all coming back in the first half. Field goal was in the first quarter, and the rest of the scoring was in the second quarter. So here's the Cavaliers, 3rd and long. They've got 3 wide receivers, shotgun formation. Oh, they jumped the snap count. Oh, they jumped the snap count. That's going to be a false start. So now instead of 3rd and 13, it'll be 3rd and 18.
Yeah, the yellow hankies flying everywhere on that one. So this is about counting where the holding flag was thrown on Blacksburg, probably 60 yards of penalties in this quarter now, and 3 penalties.
Yep.
One holding, which is 10 yards from the spot. And then the second holding was from the spot, which was about 15 yards further down.
And then a personal foul.
And then 15 personal foul.
Yeah. 3 wide receivers on 3rd and 18. Klein, the quarterback. Now he sends his running back in motion. That's Minnick's. Minnick's is going to be his safety valve receiver. Down the middle he goes, and he completes the pass, and they got a first down at the Blacksburg 15-yard line. That's the tight end who caught the ball.
33.
33 is actually the fullback, Thomas Kennedy, right out of the backfield. That's a good pass by Klein, yeah. Kind of delayed out of the backfield.
Yeah, when you're running too high safety, the middle of the field's the open spot, and that's what you attack when you're trying to throw the football. And it's, a good play call by Tater Benson.
How many times, Chris, have you seen a penalty turn the game around?
Yeah, absolutely.
Boy, that personal foul looms large right now.
1st and 10 for the Cavaliers at the
5:17 left, 3rd quarter. Cavaliers knocking on the door. First down at the Blacksburg 15-yard line. Handoff goes to the big fullback, or the tailback, Chris Thompson, number 32. He's hit at the line of scrimmage, maybe got a yard.
Yeah, the big Bruin Alardo.
Alardo was there.
From inside linebacker, getting his big paws on him. And said, no, thank you, sir. You're not going anywhere.
You like Kessner on that tackle.
So here's the thing. Even if they score a touchdown, they're still going to be 4 points down.
Right.
And that's why that 2-point conversion is huge. Yeah.
Makes you almost have to go for 2.
We've watched their field goal kicker warm up, and he's in range now. He doesn't have a lot of distance, but I got to believe they're in 4-down territory right here.
Right, down 11.
Yeah, 2nd down and 9. Once again, Will Klein, the quarterback, under center, I formation. Play action pass. Here comes the rush. Oh, they got a guy wide open over here. They tackle him, but he's going to get a first down, I believe. It's far away from where we are. I'm not even sure who caught it.
Pass to plus Raiders complete.
Raider. 19.
Okay. Was it 19?
Yeah.
Jonathan DeHart. Yeah. They're in a dark corner of the field. I can't even see him over there.
First down for the Cavaliers.
But it is a first down, 1st and goal, and the ball is at the 7 or 6 yard line? 6 yard line. Yeah.
Botetourt driving down towards the field house here.
Adam Pettin's back in the game, the big defensive tackle, 6'2", 240. He's one of the bigger defensive linemen that the Bruins have. As a matter of fact, he might be the biggest. Now they got Alardo, but he's a linebacker. So here's the Blacksburg Bruins now trying to defend their goal line for the first time tonight. Handoff goes up the middle, and they're stopped. They're no gain or maybe a short gain on the play. It'll be 2nd and goal from probably around the 5-yard line. And that was Robert Minnis, the tailback.
I don't know who made that tackle. It was stacked up inside there with Vaught and Kessner.
Hard to say. Vaught was there. Pettin was there. And Alardo was there. Now Pettin's coming out and Steinspring's coming in, so they put another defensive back. I guess they're thinking that the Cavaliers may try to throw it here. 2nd down and goal from the 5. They have two wide receivers way out here on the right side. I formation. Minnis is in the tail of the I. No, it's not Minnis. It's 32, and he's going to score. That's a touchdown. That was Chris Thompson, and boy, he was just put his head down and just went straight ahead, and nobody could stop him.
Yeah, good hard run.
So the Cavaliers get on the board after that personal foul penalty, and Tater Benson says go for two. See, this is what that does.
What I said.
You got to go for two. Force their hand. So they're going to go for two. They're down by 5 right now because Blacksburg did make their 2-point conversion. So let's see what they call. They may call a timeout, actually. Let's see. Is the play? Yeah, play clock's down to 16, 15 seconds. Well,
yeah, he got plenty.
They got time. All right, they're in the huddle. They looked a little disorganized down there, but I guess they're ready to go now. They still have 5 seconds on the play clock. 2-point conversion. Klein back to pass, rolling out, looking in the end zone. It's going to be out of the end zone. It's going to be incomplete.
Intercepted.
Incomplete. The conversion fails. So there's timeout on the field. 3:28 left to go in the third quarter. Score Blacksburg 11, Lord Botetourt 6.
I'm Bob Gibson. I volunteer because I feel like it's something that I can do. You know, my job mostly is to drive the truck to pick up the food from the grocery and to bring it here and to drop it off. And then it's distributed here by social services and Beans and Rice, and they take care of making sure that gets distributed to the people who are needing that food. I think everybody feels like that they want to contribute something to our people, you know, the people that need these types of services. I found out that maybe that's something that I could do and would help out, so I've been very happy in doing that. I've been doing that about 2 years now with Feed America. Well, living united to me means that we all work together to support the efforts that make sure our society has the things that are available to them through whatever we can do to help that cause.
Together as one, we'll be stronger in every way.
Back live here at Bill Brown Stadium. Bill McShane, Chris Lucas. For the first time tonight, the Cavaliers are in the end zone. They were aided by a personal foul penalty on 3rd down, and they turned that into a touchdown. It's 11-6. They failed on the 2-point conversion. And now for the Bruins, Chris, the challenge is to get the ball back and reestablish their offense and go down and score and answer this score.
Look at a ball sitting on the tee.
Yeah, it's
kind of on sides of this.
Yeah, it looks like it. Now they're going to kick it low and hope for a mistake by Blacksburg. Ryan Sims does a nice job of picking it up off the muddy field, but he doesn't get very far. He's tackled back at the 11 or 12-yard line, so I guess that worked. They had it on the ground, and it kind of messed up the blocking assignments, and Ryan Sims did not get very far before they were down there and all over it.
Yeah, ball looked funny sitting on the tee. It's almost like it was leaning forward. Thought maybe they were going to try to do something.
So Blacksburg now has a first down, 3:20 left to go in the third quarter, and let's see what they do with the football deep in their own territory. This is huge for them. They cannot afford to make a mistake down here. They have a 5-point lead. That's it.
Important that your offense get a little something going here.
Yeah, absolutely. Get at least get some field position back. Ryan Sims, Joe Lucas behind the quarterback, Steven Wilburn. Ryan Sims with a handoff. He's got some room. He turns the corner up across the 20-yard line. That's a very good run and very close, about 2 yards away from a first down. Depends on where they spot it. Gain of 9, 2nd and 1 for Ryan Sims. Good blocking and a good call by Coach Chris.
Yeah, I don't know if Wilburn's using the same cadence or what, but the nose guard just looks like he's just timing the snap every time. That time he was hitting Wilburn as he was handing off the football. He's just powerful, you know, bull rushing over the center.
But Wilbur did a good job of getting outside and getting 9 yards on the play, 2nd and 1. 11-6, Blacksburg in the lead. They've got the ball with 2:41 left, third quarter. Wilburn turns around and gives it to Ryan Sims again. He dives ahead, and now we got a penalty. Let's see what this is. Flag came from the referee. That's never good. Holding Blacksburg. Boy, oh boy, he has really been after the Bruins here in the second half.
He's 3-4 now, hasn't he?
Yes, he has.
Wow.
So that's another. So here we go, Chris. It was going to be 3rd and 1, basically. So now it's going to be 2nd and probably about 15. It's from the spot of the foul, which is right at the 17-yard line. So that'll help a little bit. It'll be second and about 13, I think. And this is done. It's a 10-yard penalty.
Yeah.
Well, it's half the distance. So we go back to the 9-yard line.
Go from no penalties to a whole bunch here in the third quarter.
Yeah, how many's that? 4?
That's 4 by the head referee, isn't it?
Yeah, by the referee.
3 holdings and 1 personal foul.
Yeah.
Brings up second down and 14 yards to go for the
This will be second and 14 for the Bruins back inside. This is pretty much, well, yeah, they started at the 12-yard line. Now they're inside their own 10. So once again, they're backed up. No mistakes down here. Quarterback Wilburn just keeps it, goes right up the middle. That's actually a good call. Did
That's
he fumble?
a fumble. That ball's out.
Well, Wilburn kept the ball and got good yardage. Let's see. And Lord Botetourt recovered the fumble.
Yep, I saw the ball come flying up in the air.
I didn't see it come out, but they have it. And that's exactly what they did not want to do. And why in the world would they have Wilburn carrying the football?
I don't know. We haven't had a good quarter.
Jonathan Dehart on the recovered.
Wilburn picked up good yardage before he fumbled, but the ball came out, and it's first down for the Cavaliers at the Blacksburg 15-yard line. They're going to go with 2 wides to the right side. Quarterback is Will Klein. He's in a shotgun formation, which indicates he's going to throw the ball. He's going to throw it for the end zone. It's going to be caught for a touchdown. 1 play, and the Cavaliers have the lead. 12 to 11.
Got a flag.
We got a penalty in the backfield. The referee again throws a flag, and he's calling holding the other way.
Holding on Botetourt.
So that'll bring the play back.
Hold on, the officials are flying in here for something.
Yeah, this is a break for Blacksburg if the flag stands. But you're right, the officials came running in.
Yeah, they come flying in
after he had made the holding signal against the Cavaliers. And the flag is at the 20, which would take the ball back to the 30-yard line. And that's going to be first down and 20 from the 30. But the concern for Blacksburg is, boy, they're just, they're really struggling right now, offensively and defensively.
We look like a different football team here
absolutely.
in the second half.
It's almost like someone else went in there and put the jerseys on and came out. These aren't the same guys. They need something good to happen. They need a turnover or a sack or something to get them thinking positively again.
Right.
Right now, they're really on their heels. And you can see them, Chris. They're down there standing around with their hands on their hips. Something needs to fire them up.
Yeah.
Only 4 on the play clock, and they did get the play away. Klein did a good job of snapping it in a hurry, or they would have had to delay a game penalty. There's a pass going to be out of bounds too far. The play clock almost ran out on the Cavaliers that time.
We've come out committed, mental errors. From a shank punt, toed the punt early, even though we got a good bounce out of it. And the field position's been played. We've played the whole third quarter down here next to the field house on our own side.
Yeah, the ball's been down at this end of the field the whole time. 1:41 left, third quarter. Bruins can't wait to get to the fourth quarter. They still lead 11-6. It's second down and 25. Minix hitting the backfield. Good job by number 52, Eli Kessner. Came pouring through there, and it's another loss for the Cavaliers.
Once again, the run game has just been stymied by the Bruin defense. The defensive line's just playing a run great.
34-yard line is where they spot it. It'll be third down and a long way to go.
And when Klein, when he goes to throw, they're having to have to roll him out of the pocket because of the inside pressure. So
third and 29 for the Cavaliers. Here's where Blacksburg could come up with a huge defensive play. This is a good play. Look where the wide receiver went. He was lining up on the 30. He finally got back on side. Klein's going to get a direct snap. He's going to try to throw. Here comes the pass rush. He's going to actually try to run. Now he's throwing. He completes his pass down to the 15-yard line, well short of a first down, but it puts him in field goal range if Tater Benson wants to do that.
I'm sure he will.
That's what he's going to do. That was a good pass, good job by Klein of rolling out of pressure. He found Snodgrass. And so it's fourth down and 10, and watch for the fake here, Chris.
Yes, absolutely.
I mean, the field goal kicker, I'm telling you, this is right at his He's not. He doesn't have much distance. This is right at his outside range.
Well, he's a left-footed kicker, kicking from the right hash.
It'd be 31-yard field goal, and you're right.
He's got to push it.
Yeah, we'll see what he does here. It's number 13 kicking the football. It's Jay Phillips. Ball's down. He is going to kick. It's up. It looks good.
Yeah,
it is.
Nailed it. Put it on the roof.
So we've had 2 field goals tonight, one by each team, and that tightens up the score a little bit with 15 seconds. Is that right?
Yep.
Yeah, 15 seconds left to go in the third quarter. Timeout on the field. Score: Blacksburg 11, Lord Botetourt 9.
Oh, yeah. I think I'm going to like this place. No one is going to bother me here. Yeah, this is the spot. The kind of spot a nice piece of trash like me could get used to. Yeah, I'm going to be here a while. Hey, where are you going?
To the river.
Nice. Whoa, what's going on? Where are you taking me? No, not there. Not in there. Dude.
Pick it up, Blacksburg.
What's that smell?
We're back at Bill Brown Stadium. Cavaliers getting ready to kick off. Number 13, Jay Phillips, will kick it, and he is a left-footed kicker. Ryan Sims in the middle, Steinspring and Grant on each side. We'll see if Sims gets it again, and he will. It's right down the middle. Oh, he's going to take it back at the goal line.
That's automatic.
Actually, it's automatic touchback.
Yeah.
He was in the end zone when he caught it. So it'll be first down for Blacksburg at the 20-yard line. That actually is probably a good thing for Blacksburg.
Yeah,
at least
kicker
they
has
get it
a
at the
strong
20.
leg.
Yeah, he drilled that one. He's had a good game, the kicker.
Okay, 13 seconds offense. Really got to get something going now.
Yeah, we've got to go back to, mixing up the pass and the run. Ryan Sims has had some good runs. We've had a couple of good pass plays, one to Corey King, a couple to Parker Robertson. We've had some success, but so far we haven't had any success in the third quarter.
Right.
It's been a long third quarter for the Bruins, and right now they're just hanging on by the skin of their teeth. 11-9 they lead. This will probably be the last play of the third quarter. 13 seconds left. I formation. King in the backfield, across the backfield in motion. Sims the ball carrier. He comes up the middle over left tackle, got to the 25-yard line, and that will be the final play of the third quarter. We've completed 3 quarters. We have 1 quarter left here. Timeout on the field. Our score, Blacksburg 11, Lord Botetourt 9.
My name is Margaret Thompson, and I volunteer because when you live in a community, I think that part of living in that community is giving back to that community. I volunteered for the clinic for 24 years. If everybody tried it once, I think that they would find they wanted to come back. It would just make a much friendlier, happier, healthier community in every way. The free clinic, over the years that I've been a part of it, has grown by leaps and bounds, and I'm amazed at the size of it and consequently the expense of keeping it running. The free clinic benefits from the United Way because of the amount of funding that comes from the United Way. Their support of us is tremendous.
Together as one, we'll be stronger in every way.
Bill McShane, Chris Lucas, we're back to start the fourth quarter here at Bill Brown Stadium. It was all Lord Botetourt in the third quarter. They scored 9 unanswered points and almost really had the lead. They had a touchdown pass called back because of a holding penalty. We had a lot of penalties in the third quarter, Chris, and you got it.
Yeah, absolutely. And now the offensive yardage.
After this play, we'll go back to you. Wilburn has the Blacksburg Bruins up on 1st and 10 from the 20. Over the middle, they go to Parker Robinson and almost intercepted. 34 was there. Aaron Guntner knocked it down. They're looking for Robertson that time. 2nd and 10. Go ahead.
Yeah, total offense now for the game. 161 yards for Lord Botetourt, 119 for Blacksburg, and the time of possession is now turned towards Lord Botetourt, 18:55 to 17:05 for Blacksburg.
Sims has 86 yards so far,
yep.
So he's closing in on 100 yards.
Yep, absolutely. And Menace is 14 carries for 28 yards. So, again, the Blacksburg defense did a great job against the rush.
It was actually 2nd and 5. I apologize. Now it's 3rd and 5 for the Bruins, and this is a big third down play for Blacksburg. Oh, and they did it. They got Lord Botetourt to jump, and that's what you were talking about earlier.
Yep.
And that's the first time tonight they got the Cavaliers on a snap count. Offside, Lord Botetourt.
Well, I've been watching the nose guard, and the nose guard's really been giving Ben Rudd a tough time at center because it looks like he's been timing Wilburn's count. And that time he gave him the hard count and he jumped offside. So
I don't think, though, that's going to be enough for a first down.
No, it doesn't look like it.
I think it's going to be short. Yeah, I think it was actually second in about 5.5. It's going to be like 3rd and 1, I think. Yeah, it's very close. 3rd and less than a yard.
4 penalties, 54 yards in that 3rd quarter for the Bruins.
So now, you know, Joe Lucas is pretty good about getting a yard. They may give it to Sims, but this is huge. They got to get a first down here. They absolutely have to have it. A little bit of confusion. 15 seconds left on the play clock, and now Blacksburg's going to have to call a timeout, I think. What do we got? No, they didn't. They got the officials running in from the side. They may have to reset the play clock. I think that's what they're going to do.
There's a flag down over there on the side.
Oh, it's on Blacksburg. How can they call procedure on Blacksburg? I don't know.
Get back those 5 yards and have it 3rd down and a little over 5 for the first.
So they gave back the 5 yards they just got, and I'm not even sure why a flag was called. Illegal procedure was the call, and Coach Chris just threw his hands up like, "Oh, you got to be kidding me." Had to be the way they're lined up, I guess. I don't know. So now it's 3rd down and 6 for the Bruins. Wilburn, the quarterback, back to throw. Looking for Corey King, and it's going to be out of bounds. Too far for King to get it, and it's 4th down, and the Bruins are going to have to kick.
Well, again, you know, Wilburn's a pocket passer, obviously. He does not want to throw on the run.
No. He waited too long to throw it. King actually was open, but he waited too long, and play just kind of, the timing was off. And another big penalty, Chris. We talked about it. No penalties in the first half, and that's 5 in the second half.
Yep.
And that one hurt us because it went from 3rd and 1 to 3rd and 6. Big difference for the Bruins.
Absolutely.
Alderson is in to kick. We got twin safeties back for the Cavaliers. Alderson needs a good kick. He gets it away. They bump into him. No flag. Ball's bobbled by Snodgrass. He's on the return. He turns the corner. He's down the sideline. And a good return by number 89, Devin Snodgrass, for Lord Botetourt, and they will have great field position. They mark him out of bounds at the 37-yard line. First down.
Yeah, they've played on our half of the field the whole night, and now they're driving towards a concession stand here at Bill Brown Stadium, and that's the only reason why we're on this half of the field. This is where they've been the whole second half.
So here we go. Blacksburg trying to dig in defensively. Their defense has helped them all year long. They're going to need some defensive help here. Cavaliers turn around, hand the ball to Minix. He's hitting the backfield. That's Alardo, first guy in. Loss of a yard on the play.
I tell you what, he's just played a tough middle linebacker this year. And he's what, 6 foot 260?
Yeah.
And runs and moves the way he does?
Yeah, he's looking at some college offers.
Oh, absolutely.
He's going to play for somebody on Saturday. Absolutely.
Just a great job by the junior.
2nd down and 12, loss of 2 on the play. Again, Minnis in the backfield, 32. Chris Thompson is also back there. That's actually 32 Thompson in the game. Pass to the tight end. Grant made the tackle, but that's going to be a first down for the Cavaliers as they went to 89 Devin Snodgrass. I think it's a first down.
Play action.
And it is, yep.
13-yard pickup of the
Gain of 13 on the play. 8:44 left to go in the game. Blacksburg clinging to an 11-9 lead, but the Cavaliers are on the move again. 1st and 10 from the Blacksburg 25-yard line. Quarterback for the Cavaliers turns around, hands the tailback. He's hitting the backfield. Parker Robertson this time. Klein gave it to Thompson, and Thompson was hit immediately by 85 Parker Robertson.
Yeah, and again, I mean, there's just nothing to the run game. I don't know why Taylor keeps going to the run when he can throw the football.
He'd been throwing it at will. They've had people running wide open all night long. You're right.
Absolutely. And
well,
so, I mean,
that's what they're going to do on this play.
But unless they're using that as play action, set up play action or something for the pass.
Steinspring is in, extra defensive back for the Bruins on 2nd and 10. 2 wide receivers to the left side. And again, Klein is your quarterback. He's been very accurate passing tonight. And he's going to pitch the ball, and here's Thompson trying to run around the left side. He's got some blockers. He turns the corner, and he's out of bounds inside the 20. Good blocking down there by the Cavaliers. Yeah, let's see where they're going to mark the football.
He's short, isn't he?
Yeah, it's third and about 3 or 4. Third and 4 for Cavaliers. And they're in field goal range, and a field goal will put them, give them the lead here. They definitely are in field goal range right now. So, but the Bruins would love for them to try a field goal right here.
Yeah,
that's for sure.
Absolutely.
That means they would have stopped them on this third down play. A turnover would be nice, Chris. What do you think?
Yeah, we're due one. They haven't had one this half.
Here we go. Quarterback rolling out. Got some time, throwing over the middle. It's complete. Wide open, down to the 10-yard line. That was Will Klein competing at the Snodgrass again. He's been his favorite receiver tonight. Inside the 10, it's first and goal for the Cavaliers at the 9-yard line. Just, it's like a different game the second half tonight.
And again, I don't understand why they even run the ball. Period.
I agree. Blacksburg certainly has not been able to stop the pass, and now the Bruins are looking winded on defense. It's up to Blacksburg now to keep him out of the end zone. Clock running, 9:18 to go. Cavaliers threatening to take the lead here. Klein going to hand it off. They do stop the run. They haven't been able to run the ball, but they've been able to do whatever they want through the air tonight. Second and goal from the 9-yard line, or the 8-yard line.
A couple of updates. Magna Vista now up on Pulaski County 28-14 with 11:34 to go in the game. And Virginia High 20, Radford 15 at the end of the third quarter.
Let's see who's in the backfield. It looks like 32, Chris Thompson is the tailback. Klein on second down, it's going to be Thompson running around the left side. He's got some room. Grant got him in the backfield. Nice job by Grant coming up. King was there. And also it looked like 54 for Blacksburg coming up. That was C.J. Linkus. And they got him back to the 9-yard line, so that's a good defensive play.
Get your pizzas for only $8.
So third down, I believe it's third down and goal, isn't it, from the 9, or is it second down?
Yeah, no, it should be
third down and goal from the 9, yeah.
Yeah, again, now you know they're going to throw the football. So we got to stop them.
Yeah, third down and goal from the 9. This is a huge play for Blacksburg. And you're right. We absolutely know it's going to be a pass. Klein's under center. He is back to pass. Play action. No, he gives it a handoff.
Wow.
You believe that? I don't understand that. 52, Eli Kessner made the play, and it's fourth down. I guess Tater knew he's going to get 3 here, or at least an opportunity to get 3. But
he put the football back in the middle of the field for his field goal kicker.
Yeah, that's what he wanted to do. I don't get that, though.
I don't either.
The passes.
I mean, go for the touchdown. You've thrown the ball all night long. And he runs 3 straight run plays once he gets a first and goal from the 9.
Jay Phillips, their left-footed field goal kicker, is right in the middle of the field. This will be a 29-yard field goal attempt. Ball's down, kick is up, and the kick looks pretty good. It is good, and Lord Botetourt has the lead. For the first time tonight, they lead at 12-11. Timeout on the field, 7:18 left to go in the game. Score, Lord Botetourt 12, Blacksburg 11.
Help keep our streets safe. Yield to pedestrians who step into a crosswalk. Every time, everywhere. A wave is a great way to communicate for both drivers and pedestrians. Safety is in everyone's best interest, but if you need more incentive,
don't jaywalk, don't speed. It's dangerous. It's against the law.
Stay alert, stay safe, and remember to yield. It's worth the wait. A message from the Virginia Department of Rail and Public Transportation.
Jay Phillips will be kicking off for Lord Botetourt. We're back live here at Bill Brown Stadium for the first time tonight. The Lord Botetourt Cavaliers have taken the lead. 7:18 left to go in the game. Plenty of time. 12-11 is our score. And the Bruins will get it back right here. Phillips with another low driving kick. This will be Luke Grant back at the 8-yard line. He's at the 15, the 20. He's at the 25-yard line. Luke Grant still going at the 30. Good return by number 4, Luke Grant. First down Blacksburg at the 32-yard line.
Good job by Luke there, catching it over in the corner and bringing it up in the middle of the field. Another touchdown by Pulaski County, 28-21 Magna Vista. Northside now leading Salem 17-14 at the end of the third.
Well, Chris, I don't think there's any question. It's pretty important right now for Blacksburg to get a drive going and get down there and get the lead back. I mean, this is getting really, really crucial for the Blacksburg offense to get rolling here.
Yeah, absolutely. It's like we said, it's like 2 different football teams in this.
Yeah, they had an 11-0 lead at halftime, and Lord Botetourt scored 12 unanswered points to take the lead. Here's a handoff to Ryan Sims, and boy, he's hit hard. And he got maybe, no, he didn't get anything. 2nd and 10, no gain. May have lost a half a yard, actually.
There's no place to go.
No. So Blacksburg really needs to hit a couple passes, too, just to loosen up this Cavalier defense, I think. Sims is coming out of the game. No, that wasn't Sims. That was Lucas coming out of the game.
Yeah,
Sims is still in. We've got 3 wide receivers in the game. And we're going to get a direct snap. Let's hope it's a good one. Wilburn gets a good snap. Got some time. Quick pass to Grant. First down. Completed pass, not a first down. Hit immediately at the 34-yard line. Short gain on the play. It'll be 3rd down and about 7 for Blacksburg.
And again, you're just trying to keep them honest there. And the clock's still ticking. 6:20 to go in the football game. You got to get a first down.
Parker Robertson down the middle.
Yep.
He's been wide open all night.
Is he back in, or no? They get the 4 wide
they're
receivers.
Going 4 wides.
So Parker's not in the game.
So King is coming out. King's staying in. I'm sorry.
Yeah. There'll be trips left.
We got Grant, Steinspring, and number 7 Colin Ball, all flanked wide left. Wilburn dropped the snap. Here comes the rush. They get him. They fall on him back at the 22-yard line. That didn't look like a bad snap. He just dropped it.
Yeah, I agree. And again, it's taking your focus off what you got to do first. You got to catch the ball and take the snap first, and then look to throw the football down the field.
Blacksburg has 3 timeouts left, but now the clock is running. 5:36 to go. They may have one more opportunity if they can hold on defense. Alderson is in to punt. And Snodgrass, and who's the other guy deep for Botetourt?
89.
That's Snodgrass, 25, okay. Alderson it's a good kick. Fair catch signaled, and he makes the fair catch. That's Snodgrass at the 48-yard line, first down for the Cavaliers. So they're in great shape now with the lead and the football, and 5:17 on the clock.
Well, it's up to your defense now. Now you got to go in and make the tackle, try to strip the football out, and try to get a turnover here. And again, we've played on our end of the football field this whole second half.
Yep.
It's a tale of 2 stories.
It's the kind of game, though, Chris, a turnover or a big penalty or something could happen here. And, this game is a long way from being over.
Yep.
And the ball's pretty much in the middle of the field, so let's see what happens here. 48-yard line, first down for Lord Botetourt. Handoff goes inside, and you know what the Cavaliers are going to do. They just want the clock to run. They're going to keep the ball on the ground, keep it away from Blacksburg right now.
And again, we've defended the run very well tonight.
Yep.
So, you can't let your guard down now. You still got to defend it here.
That was the tailback, 32, Chris Thompson. Gain of actually 4 on the play. It's 2nd and 6. Ball's at the Blacksburg 48-yard line.
Under 5 minutes now in this football game.
And now you're worried about the Blacksburg defense. They've been on the field a long time, especially guys like, Robertson, Alardo.
Whole second half.
Peyton. So that was a 4-yard gain. Klein hands off again inside. And again, a fullback goes straight ahead. That's Thompson. Got a couple more. It's going to be 3rd down and about 4 for Cavaliers. Think this is a big play, Chris?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, this is huge.
Yeah.
They stop him here, they'll get the ball back. Simple as that. 4:17 on the clock. It is running. 12-11. Lord Botetourt with a 1-point lead.
If you don't stop him, you're going to have to start using your timeouts on the next possession with Botetourt.
Klein calling signals. Huge 3rd down play. Blacksburg trying to dig in defensively. And they make the stop in the backfield. Who was that came through?
Parker Robertson.
Parker Robertson with a huge defensive play, and Blacksburg calls a timeout with 3:45 left. Chris, we still have a chance here.
Absolutely, and it's a good timeout by Blacksburg. Save as much of the time on the clock as you can to give your offense a chance to get it down the field and get some points.
Can't say enough about Parker Robinson. He came up with a huge play right there, shut down not only did he stop him, he threw him for a loss, so now it's going to be 4th down and about 7, plus they're going to have to punt from about their own 40-yard line.
Right, big play.
So
got to get a return here and get some decent field position.
So Chris, let's talk about Blacksburg offensively. Pretty much they're going to have to put the ball in the air now, don't you think? They could call a few running plays. They have 2 timeouts left, but they've got to get down for Carson Wise to be in field goal range, and I'm thinking it's got to be at least the 30-yard line, don't you?
Yeah, every bit of it. Yeah, on a wet field, slippery field.
Of course, another thing here, we got Luke Grant deep. A Luke Grant return would be nice. He's very fast. So we've got the Cavaliers punting from their own 40 and Grant standing at his own 15-yard line. Kick is away. Grant will have a chance to return it if he gets a bounce. Oh, it didn't bounce to him. It died on the 16-yard line. The ball never came to him. He was hoping that it would get a chance, but so Blacksburg has a long field ahead of them that they got 3:38 on the clock and 2 timeouts left. They trail by 1 point, and Wilburn will be coming back in to try to get this offense kick-started. Ryan Sims is going to go back in there at tailback. Let's see what formation they come out with. Grant's going to be in at wide. No, Grant's not going in at wide receiver. Steinspring is in. King is in.
Yeah, Robertson's back in
Parker
the game
Robertson,
again at tight end.
and so I would look for them. I would look for Robertson. He's been open. There was one pass play he did not connect with because he was covered, but he's been open most of the night. So here we go. 1st and 10 from the 15-yard line. Wilburn's back to pass. They got him rolling left. He's going to throw. Now he's going to stop and come back the other way. He's got Sims open over here, and Sims gets away. Ryan Sims is loose. 35, 40, down at the 44-yard line. It was a great play by Wilburn to keep it alive, and then he found Ryan Sims all the way across the field, and that's a huge play.
Maybe that's the spark you need. You know?
1st down for Blacksburg at the 44, and again they've got to get down to at least the 30 for Corey King, or for Carson Wise to have a chance, but they'd like to get a lot closer than that. Luke Grant calling for the crowd to get into this a little bit. 1st down, 44-yard line. Give Wilburn a lot of credit that time for keeping the play alive. Pitch to Sims. He's going to go around the left side. He got some room. He's still going. Ryan Sims to the 45-yard line of Lord Botetourt. 1st down, Bruins.
This is what you need. Keep the chains moving, get Botetourt on their heels here right at the very end.
I don't know about you, Chris, but Ryan Sims is looking pretty good for player of the game right now. He's played a heck of a game tonight.
Yeah, he's probably...
And he's closing in on 100 yards, isn't he?
Yeah, I think so.
1st down, clock running, 3 minutes left to go in the game. Blacksburg still has 2 timeouts left, and they got a great kicker in Carson Wise. Wilburn has him up. Grant wide to the right. Sims in the tail of the eye. Sims the ball carrier. This time they stop him at the line of scrimmage. No gain. Good defensive play by Lord Botetourt. 38 made the play. That was Daniel Rader. Actually lost a yard. 2nd and 11. Clock down to 2.5 minutes now.
Still got time with 2 timeouts.
Oh, yeah. See what Blacksburg has in mind here. They send in David Hirsch in wide receiver with Corey King going left side. Grant's on the right side, which is the short side of the field. Ryan Sims is in the backfield, and Wilburn is in the shotgun formation. This has been a problem, but he got a good snap this time. Oh, he threw it into the ground. My goodness. He had Grant or King wide open, and it's incomplete. The good news is it stopped the clock with 2:18 left to go. Excuse me, 2:10 left to go. So it'll be 3rd down and 10 for Blacksburg at the 45-yard line. This is pretty much 4-down territory here.
Oh, yeah.
Got to be.
Absolutely.
So now we got Parker Robertson lined up in the slot. Interesting here. We've got Steinspring wide to the right. We've got Grant in the slot on the left side, and we got Hirsch way out on the left end. So Wilburn's going to have to hit a pass here. Good snap. Over the middle, complete to Grant, but it's short of the 1st down. It's going to be 4th down at the 41-yard line of Lord Botetourt. So, as we said, they don't have any choice here. They got to go for it.
See what the old ball coach has dialed up on.
On 4th down. 4th down and 6. That's 4th and 5, I guess you're right. 4th and 5.5, somewhere in that range. They got to get to the 36 for a 1st down. It's on the 41, so yeah, 4th and 5. Here we go. Wilburn is actually under center on this play. He's looking, he's going to throw. It's going to be complete. No, Steinspring couldn't hold it. Steinspring was open at the 30-yard line. It goes incomplete, and that's going to be just about the ball game, folks. Boy, what a tough loss for Blacksburg tonight. Steinspring had it. Would have been a 1st down. It would have been in field goal range, and he just could not hold on to it. And the Cavaliers take over at the 40, and Blacksburg only has 1 timeout left. So the Cavaliers, all they have to do is pretty much run a couple plays or force Blacksburg to use their final timeout, and then they can just take a knee. My goodness, unbelievable turn of events here. It looks like Blacksburg just came out and just forgot to play in the second half. There's a handoff up the middle, and he gets a first down, and that'll do it.
Yep.
I mean, Blacksburg they pretty much have realized that the game just got away from them here in the second half. That's just so disappointing for the Bruins.
Yeah. First big run play I think they've had the whole game, and it went for, what, about 10, 11 yards?
I'm going to vote for Ryan Sims, though. I think he's our player of the game.
Yeah,
he did everything he could to help Blacksburg win this football game.
Absolutely.
You know, Marcus Alardo had a great game, too, but Ryan Sims gets the nod for player of the game. Clock running. 1:04 left. Folks heading for the parking lot right now here at Blacksburg. And the quarterback, Will Klein's going to let the play clock run down, very wisely doing that. Fullback goes in the middle. Blacksburg got to be stripping the football. And now Blacksburg's going to use their final timeout with 50 seconds left to go. That'll be 2nd down and 9. Boy, it's so disappointing. You go back to that penalty, Chris, it just all started to go south for Blacksburg after that personal foul penalty.
Yeah.
I keep going back to that.
I know 3 holding penalties, 1 personal foul.
Yeah, I mean, it's a series of penalties. You're right. Yeah.
Whole series of them right there.
But nobody feels worse right now than Daniel Steinspring. I mean, the ball was high, but he had to go right through his hands. It would have been first down Blacksburg at the 30-yard line with plenty of time still on the clock.
Coach Sheeler out in the huddle with his defense trying to...
Well, what you got to tell him here is, you know, first guy in makes the tackle, second guy in goes for the ball.
Yeah.
You got to strip the ball. That's about their only chance right now. They're out of timeouts, but if the ball is out and there's a turnover, then, you know, clock will stop on a change of possession. But if you're Tater Benson right now, don't you just take a knee?
Oh, yeah.
I mean, there's nothing else you can do.
First and 10, yeah, absolutely.
No, it's 2nd and 9.
2nd and 9?
But still take a knee, right?
Okay, because they had 1st and 10 on the scoreboard.
Well, maybe you got to run one more play.
Of course, they say the ball's on the 51, but I didn't know we had a 51-yard line.
Yeah, I'm not sure how that works. They're not going to take a knee. They're going to run another play, 2nd and 9. If they get some yardage here, though, they may take a knee. Klein. Hand off to the fullback, and he is hit right at the line of scrimmage, driven back. It'll be 3rd down and 9. And depending on when they start the play clock, they haven't started it yet. 35 on the game clock. Ball's ready for play. What are they waiting for? Now he starts the play clock. That's going to be it. They don't have to do anything. They could take a knee here, and the clock will run out.
Yeah. We'll stop it. Blacksburg calls timeout.
Oh, I thought Blacksburg was out of timeouts. Okay, they are now. Yeah. Why did they wait so long to call timeout? I thought they were out of timeouts. They are now, but gee whiz. If you had a timeout left, you call it right after that play's over. It's a little bit too late now, because now, you know, Lord Botetourt can just run one play and the game's over.
Right.
Take a knee, whatever they need to do.
Coach trying to get them to snap it one more time. You never know.
I feel really bad for Blacksburg because they played a heck of a first half, and then the second half everything went horribly wrong for them, and that seems to be the MO for this football team. It's almost like they wait for something bad to happen, you know.
Yeah.
What a game to lose. Wow.
Magna Vista 28, Pulaski 28, 2:40 to go in the 4th.
That's it. Bill Klein takes a knee. Clock is going to run out.
It's 4th down for the Cavaliers.
No way you can stop it.
No. It's inside 10 seconds now. So the final score tonight is going to be Lord Botetourt 12, Blacksburg 11. And that's it. Game is over.
That's the game, ladies and gentlemen. Lord Botetourt 12, the Blacksburg.